Steve.
What is that? Oh,
Steve,
I thought that was like a laser.
Yay!
Yeah, you're all put together.
But just in time to be 1 minute late. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
Oh gosh, you have no idea. Oh wow, look at that. We already got people in the chat. What's going on here? Pix and BP are just going off. There's Geeky. Aw.
They all missed and love you.
Yes. Well, I was having a serious discussion about something. And I know you heard part of it because I saw you turning your camera on as we were talking.
I wanted to see what I look like. I look too bad to be on camera.
Put your damn camera on. Like, literally. I'm like, dude, in my shoulder. It's all...
I mean, someone might clip that.
Hey, Spin, how you doing?
With it.
Really, dude, it's all like fucked up and shit. I mean, this is just the top part. And you kind of see it's all scabbed up, but it's healing. I mean, that's good.
That is good.
That's where I got scraped. That's where I got scraped along. Crow's collarbone is too pointy for the concrete. Damn, that was harsh, man.
Did you fuck the concrete up?
No, the moped dragged me along the sidewalk for a bit. And the sidewalk is made of concrete.
Who do you want me to at in the tweet?
Everybody. At everybody.
I don't know how to do that.
At everybody. At Yellow Flash. At that umbrella guy. At Cheshire, who's in the chat. At Pixlexia, who's in the chat.
Well, they don't.
At Geeky Pixie, who's in the chat. At Trump. Fuck it. I don't care. And Joe Biden. At both of them. Oh, man.
I'll watch it. That's wasted space.
Just send 2 tweets and tag everybody.
Okay, I gotta open up another tweet.
Okay, so guys, well, while he's retweeting the stream out, let me just ask, please like and subscribe and tweet our stuff out. We really do appreciate it. So tonight we're actually going to do a second take on Chris Styles, but I was able to get the video downloaded. You'll have to give me a bit to do the edit to remove the copyrighted material, but that will be going live. Hopefully, it will be going up tomorrow because we already talked about it. It'll be out there. Hopefully, we'll get some more views on it so people can understand, who the guy is. If you want to share that out with anyone interested who Chris Styles is, please go ahead and do that. I know I see you in here, Spin, Alyssa. Go ahead and do that. Now, as far as tonight's stream, there was a bit of breaking news today on 2 fronts, both related to tech company. It's just, I'm not going to bury the lead because I said I wasn't going to do politics except on Monday.
But you're going to break that rule.
I'm immediately going to break that rule. That's the joy of having the channel. I can break that rule anytime I want. No,
that's
but
why
for real.
Joe Biden in the thumbnail playing PlayStation.
Yeah. Why'd you put him on the PlayStation?
He's playing PlayStation because that's the other thing.
I guess that does work. Okay,
it's
here's
a
the reason.
PlayStation too, and then look,
I
all the
saw that. That was cute.
A lot of thought got put into this in the very limited time you told me to make a thumbnail.
Yes. Now, there's I don't know how to explain this. There's something called the October surprise right before an election. And the October surprise is some bombshell will drop about one or both of the candidates that's meant to make them look absolutely awful. And for Trump, it was all of these stories from The Atlantic talking about how Donald Trump, belittled military veterans and how he mocked the elderly and how he mocked white voters and how he mocked Hispanic voters and how he mocked Asian voters and how he mocked Black voters, all from anonymous sources. Just the same shit over and over and over again. Democrats were talking about some other thing that Donald Trump did that was illegal and how they were going to be investigating him. All this stuff happens, right? October surprises. well, like late September, early October surprises. It comes out just enough time where people will potentially change their vote, but not really long enough for people to really dig their teeth into it. That's generally what happens, right? Now, this time it's been pretty big, and there was an October surprise dropped on Joe Biden, and Joe Biden's October surprise is really not good. And I mean, not good for Biden because it puts into question the entirety of the Trump impeachment. And apparently Rudy Giuliani is behind it, which is kind of hilarious, but it's real in the sense that the same information that was put into this article by the New York Post was apparently obtained by Giuliani, and it's also in the hands of the FBI, who has had it since December, and it dropped. And normally you would say, okay, it dropped. There, people are going to say it's false. Some people are going to say it's true. It's just going to be this thing. And it happens like it's been happening basically since the start of the year, right? Actually, since Trump took office, that's basically how it's been. Well, here's the problem. This dropped, and it's really bad, and we'll go into the details of it. But the big story here is when the story dropped, immediately, and I mean immediately, you had all of these blue check marks, all of these journalists stating that the story is it's false. Don't spread it. Don't share it. Just talk about the inconsistencies. Don't give any links to this trash. The emails, they're possibly doctored. It has to be fake. It came from Giuliani. Nothing can be trusted here. Then Twitter put this block, and I'm actually going to pull up my Twitter account because I took some photos from what was on my phone just so you guys could see it a little bit. So I'll provide a link in here, but I want you guys to see this, and you tell me what you think.
Is Ty in here?
Is he?
I don't know. Have we seen
oh,
him?
yeah, tag Ty. Add him.
Ty. Okay, I'll add him, yeah. See, this is how long it takes me to do a tweet, guys. Well, I got to go over to the other list and then look at all of them and be like, okay, this person. I can't just remember off the top of my head. It should just like automatically pop up with people.
Hold on.
Like
Geeky, I didn't see that video, but if you want to link it, go ahead, because I'll play it and we'll see. We'll give our opinions on whether or not we think it's staged. But
yeah, that's true.
This is from my Twitter account. I'm going to switch over to it so you guys can see the tweet that I'm talking about. Don't worry about the audio. So I put, alert. Twitter is censoring the link to @New York Post breaking story exposing Biden lied about knowing of his son's business dealings in Ukraine and that he met with Burisma execs. A key detail in Trump's claim about Biden's corruption, labeling the link as harmful spam, which this comes up when you try to click on the link if it's available. So, Steve, I know you can't see it, but warning. Yeah, warning, this link may be unsafe. The link to the New York Post, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The link you are trying to access has been identified by Twitter or our partners as being potentially spammy or unsafe. In accordance with Twitter's URL policy, this link could fall into any of the below categories. Malicious links that could steal personal information or harm electronic devices. Spammy links that mislead people or disrupt their experience. Violent or misleading content that could lead to real-world harm. Certain categories of content that, if posted directly on Twitter, are a violation of the Twitter rules.
I had no idea the New York Times was so crazy.
No, the New York Post.
Or the New York Post, sorry.
Yeah.
I had no idea they were so crazy.
Here, and then all the way at the very bottom, after they give you warnings stating that clicking on that link could cause your personal information to be hacked, could cause you to be harmed in the real world. It says, ignore this warning and continue. All right? Hold on, though. So
did you ignore the warning?
Well, of course. I read the article earlier.
No.
Now, here's the thing. I wanted to post a link to the New York Post article so people could actually click on it and see that warning for themselves. And this is what I got. And this is really tiny for you, so I'll just read it out. Tweet not sent. Your tweet couldn't be sent because this link has been identified by Twitter or our partners as being potentially harmful.
That's scary.
I want to be clear here, right? That story. Okay, look, the story's real. There are emails in there. The FBI apparently has that information, but it gets even better, right? Because here's the thing. The GOP House Judiciary Committee basically said that, the things Trump were saying was correct, but they can't provide any of the evidence behind it, all this stuff, right? Well, so when the New York Post article started to get Steve, I'm going to talk about that later.
Why?
I'll talk about it. No, I am into it. I want to talk about it on the stream later. Okay.
But what? What I sent you? That was forever ago. You got to check your things.
I'm still
you
going
don't have to talk about it.
Yeah,
you can.
Okay. So the thing is, it gets even better because after the New York Post basically has their links censored, right? We're talking about a news outlet. We're not talking about, fucking, how do I say it? We're not talking about that one crazy guy. I'm blanking on his name so hard right now. The conspiracy guy, the big fat dude, bald guy.
The big fat conspiracy guy.
Not bald.
Alex Baldwin?
Alex Jones. Alex Jones. Yeah. We're not talking about like a tweet. We're not talking about like a link to Alex Jones' website. We're talking about the New York Post, right? And they're saying like, if you click on that link, you get hit with malware. That's insane. That's fucking insane. But because the New York Post article started to get taken down, in the terms like Facebook was censoring it, Twitter was censoring it, like hardcore censoring it, stopping people from sharing links to it. Let me share this with you guys because it gets even better. This is the official Twitter account for the Judiciary GOP, the House Judiciary Committee. Twitter has blocked users from tweeting the link to the New York Post story on Hunter Biden. So we put it on our website for you to read and share.
That's good.
That's hilarious because they can't actually take this down. It's an official political account. Twitter can't touch it, right? They can't stop you from. Twitter cannot remove links to a government website, right? So they put it up there, and here's the thing. Had the story just dropped, they could have said, oh, it's fake, don't listen to it, yeah, whatever, and then gone on and talked about, the Amy Coney Barrett hearings. Instead, they went insane. They demanded the links be removed. They demanded nobody share it. Twitter started preventing people from sharing it. And now the official GOP government website has the story available. So, a couple things about that, right? The FBI
it's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. But the FBI has the actual hard drive in question that contains these emails from Joe Biden's son in which he's being thanked by an executive for Burisma, this Ukrainian company that was at the center of the Trump impeachment hearings. Basically thanking his son for setting up a meeting with his father, who was the vice president at the time. The reason why that's important is because Biden came out on record stating several times, unequivocally, that he had no knowledge of any of his son's business dealings and that he had never met with anyone who worked for Burisma in any type of capacity.
But Crow, did you say the best part is how did they get the laptop, Crow?
Okay, hold on. I haven't gotten to that part because it is pretty good. It is pretty good. I'll get to that. I'll get to that. Don't worry.
Okay.
What is this? Who's Jacqueline? I see them like leaving a bunch of.
You got to read with your eyes.
Hold on. Oh, okay. It isn't blocked on Parler. Yes, great. Well, I'm bringing up the Twitter thing only because, look, I don't like Twitter. I have a Parler account. I barely use it. I'm on Twitter. As soon as my Twitter account gets banned, I'm going to be on Parler because I can never shut up. But the thing is, right? It's the steps Twitter is taking to prevent people and scare them away from even viewing the story that makes it very telling that that story is damning for Joe Biden. They can claim it's false. They can say all this stuff. But the reaction to this story, to me, shows that there's something there. It's called the Streisand effect. The more you try to suppress something, the more you try to hide it, the worse you're making it. The absolute worst you're making it. Post your YouTube videos on Parler, switch to Rumble if I like to stream. I might go to Twitch and stream video games and slip politics in.
That's evil.
It is. It is.
Can't do that.
I will corrupt the masses.
Well, do that like on YouTube and Twitch. Like you can do them both at once.
That's true. Now, again.
Also, like,
talk about like
has Parler or uses Parler.
Well, Parler's like a new alternative that a lot of people on the right went to.
Or Parlay.
Anyways,
is that what it is?
Parler. I think you say it Parler. It doesn't matter. It's spelled Parler, and maybe it sounds parlay. I don't know. Doesn't the quartering Timpool? I know Timpool is like straight on YouTube for streaming. Maybe the quartering stream somewhere else, but just actually no. Timpool does do. Oh, it is Parlay. Okay. Timpool does upload to Spotify though. I real quick though. The emails themselves state, right, that the executive is thanking Hunter Biden, Joe Biden's son, for setting up meetings with his father and for meeting with his father, okay? Meaning Joe Biden 100% met with these people in the capacity of his son working for that company, meaning he fully knew what his son was doing at the time. So that's a major lie from Joe Biden, right? And it's one of the things that Trump claimed about Joe Biden that turns out is true. It is 100% true. Jacqueline, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But do me a favor, please tweet out a link to the stream so more people can join. Feel free to like the stream and subscribe if you want to stay tuned for content. Oh, thank you. Pix, I don't mean to ignore you. I'm sorry. I'm on a roll here, so let me just get through it. And then drop me some more comments. I'll start reading them, I promise. I'm sorry, Pix. Also in the emails is Hunter Biden bragging to his business partner, to my understanding, that works for Burisma at this time, about how his guy is going to make him so much money or something because he's meeting with he's talking about his dad and how he's going to make a ton of money from Burisma because of the meeting that he set up with his father. Now, to be very clear, that's not technically illegal. It is corruption. It is soft corruption. It's using your political office to benefit your family. People don't like it. It's something Joe Biden's been accused of many times in the past. This is just proof of it happening. Is that illegal, though? To my understanding, it is not. Now, here's the problem. After this meeting, there's a prosecutor, okay? The prosecutor is at the time, okay, not investigating Burisma when this next part happens, but he was previously looking into Burisma, and the investigation was put on hold because Joe Biden, whose son's working for said company, was making trips to Ukraine and speaking with the government of Ukraine. Now,
like a cool guy.
Yeah. Now, a lot of people on the left like to state that, oh, the prosecutor was not investigating Burisma. They were not investigating Burisma. That's not true. There was an investigation and it was put on hold, meaning it was not active. And the reason why, more than likely, is because Joe Biden, whose son worked for that company, was visiting the nation, and they did not want to stress diplomatic ties with the vice president of the United States. Okay? That's the simple solution, because the left solution to this is to state that the prosecutor was fired for not investigating Burisma, and after we gave Ukraine $1 billion, which was withheld until that prosecutor got fired, okay? After that prosecutor is fired and a new prosecutor is put into place, the investigation into Burisma is closed. The left is claiming that the prosecutor was fired for not investigating the corruption at Burisma, and Burisma was a corrupt company. Nobody disputes that. But they try to state that that prosecutor got fired for not investigating corruption. And then when the new prosecutor came in, after we gave that nation $1 billion fucking dollars, the investigation is closed outright. And it stays that way until Trump takes office. Biden's story there never actually added up, okay? It didn't add up because they claimed that the prosecutor was fired for not investigating corruption, when in reality, the next prosecutor came in and hardcore shut down the investigation, all right? Now we have evidence that Joe Biden met with executives of that company at the request of his son. This is everything that Donald Trump said Biden was doing when they impeached Trump for trying to get Ukraine to investigate what happened there. This is a major problem for Joe Biden because it puts the Trump impeachment into a whole new light. It 100% it shows Biden was lying outright about his knowledge, and maybe he wasn't. The dude is, dementia, so maybe he really didn't remember, but it looks so corrupt. It looks so wrong. Now, how did this all come to light? How did the FBI find out about this hard drive? How did Giuliani get his hands on it? Well, I think there is some funny business on how Giuliani got his hands on it. Giuliani obviously knew where to go to get this information, right? But here's what happened. Somebody dropped off a laptop to a computer repair shop. The laptop was tagged something about Beau Biden. It's a fundraiser or charity named after Joe Biden's son who has passed away. The laptop was tagged as property of that charity. It sat at the repair shop. It never got picked up. On this laptop are many photos of Hunter Biden, Joe Biden's other son, taking crack, sleeping with prostitutes, and of course, all of these emails with Burisma are on the laptop as well.
That's a good place to put pictures like that and videos. You know? That's where I would put all those pictures and videos, is on a government laptop.
It's not.
Oh,
it's not. It's not a government laptop.
It just has emails from the government on the laptop.
No. These are Hunter Biden's personal emails with Burisma.
Oh.
This isn't government property.
He's just an idiot.
He's just an idiot. Joe Biden's crackhead son forgot to pick up the laptop that he left for repair. Probably because he takes a whole bunch of fucking crack. And now everything on that laptop is being leaked to the public. It's all out there. Now, I think there is funny business with Giuliani in the sense that somebody notified him where he could go to get this information. And Giuliani sat on it for months and dropped it 20 days before the election. I'm just saying, Giuliani played a very, very, very dirty game there. But at the same time,
it's politics, not like, baby.
Yeah, at the same time, it's not like what was leaked isn't true. It is. So I'm just like, what the actual fuck? Like, what in the actual fuck? Now, what I want to do now is actually go to the New York Post article and read through it with y'all. And I want to be very clear, just so you don't think like there's no counterclaim to this. There is. And actually, before I do that, I want to highlight something because someone for the Washington Post immediately wrote an article stating that everything in the New York Post article is verifiably false, all this shit, right? Not disputing the photos because those cannot be disputed. Not stating that the emails are fake, but making all these claims that the Trump impeachment was completely legal, that Joe Biden didn't do anything wrong in Ukraine, all that stuff, right? And they mentioned something that I mentioned here, okay? And that's why I really want to highlight this article. If you want to read through it, feel free to. But it starts here. There are two big problems with this claim. One, Shokin was not investigating Burisma or Hunter Biden. And two, Shokin's ouster was considered a diplomatic victory. Number one, Shokin was not investigating Burisma because the investigation of Burisma was put on hold at the same time that Ukraine was working to get financial aid from the United States directly with Vice President Joe Biden. So it's not a big problem. It actually is very easily explained because there was an investigation that was put on hold. The other thing where they talk about Shokin's ouster was considered a diplomatic victory, let me be very clear. People like to mention how Trump isn't well liked by the international population, all these different nations and everything, but how Obama and Biden were. Okay. So if the Obama administration was making it very public with these different nations about all these issues with this prosecutor, I kind of feel like these other nations would then support the firing of the prosecutor. Now, maybe I'm looking too deeply into that, but it was made very clear to me by all these people on the left that the Obama administration was beloved by all these different nations, and they all wanted to be on his good side. So those are two big problems that aren't actually big problems that can actually be explained away pretty damn easily. And the first one more so than the second, but either way, there is a reasoning behind that. Anyways, Biden was among the many Western officials who pressed for the removal of Shokin because he actually was not investigating the corruption endemic to the country. Full stop. Indeed, he was not investigating Burisma at the time. Now, full stop. Sorry. He was. He put his investigation on hold because of Joe Biden working directly with the Ukrainian government for financial aid from the United States, meaning they did not want to do something. I mean, this is just logic here. They would not want to do something where it would seem like they are going after the son of the vice president of the nation that they are trying to get $1 billion fucking dollars from. Okay. And again, they say that the prosecutors were removed for not investigating corruption. Burisma was corrupt. Burisma's owner has fled the country now that a new administration has taken over in the Ukraine. So, if they're going to make this claim that he was fired for not investigating corruption and that the new prosecutor stepped in after we gave $1 billion and then also didn't investigate corruption and we didn't do anything about it at all, that does not hold any water. And it's why I wanted to talk about this one thing in this Washington Post article, because this article is trash. If you want to read through it, I'll give you guys a link to it. Okay. But it is hot garbage, and it is meant to be solely a defense of Biden in the most nonsensical way possible. Now, let me read you guys' chats, and then we're going to hop into reading the New York Post article. And let me know if you have any specific questions about what we're talking about, if any of this stuff does go over anyone's head, or if you don't kind of understand what the main issues are here. But I know you all are very smart, so... You never used AIM. Of course I have. Name me one... Oh, God. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Is that audio better?
I think it's about the same.
It's not better?
Why was it facing away from you before?
It was all the way over there. It should be better now, though.
I mean, I can't tell the difference, but I'm wearing headphones, so I don't know.
Okay. Jacqueline is like going off in my comments. Crow's Judgment, Twitter GMs. Pix, I'm going to take a look at it. I'll take a look at it now. Twitter DMs. What'd you send me? What'd you send me? Okay, hold on. Let me share this one. Let me share it. Fucking pics. Hold on. I gotta send this shit. This is great.
Oh.
Oh man. Kurogane, honestly, I think you should check out Parlay. I think that there's not going to be any popular alternative unless one is created by people. And that's not going to be an easy thing to do. I went to Parlay early on, and it barely functions. I didn't like it, but it seems like they've worked out a lot of the kinks, and you should check it out. You should always have an alternative ready, right? Even with like stuff like BitChute, if you're regularly uploading videos to YouTube, you should just upload them to BitChute at the same time. They're never going to grow unless people support them.
They got to get some famous people support them, and then it'll make people want to go there. See, like Storyfire has Leafy now, so they're going to be like, all right, I think. I don't know. Unless Leafy just stops making videos. He might do that too. He did that for 2 years.
Geeks and Gamers has a small video of them reacting to the video of a man being thrown off the plane. I'll check it out. Kiki. What's going on? I'm so far behind on the comments. I'm like 9 minutes behind. Okay. Kai, yeah, I'm here, and it seems I missed a lot. Sorry. Crow is awesome. Yes, I am. Does he do a live show often? Yes, I do. Usually around 10 to 11, Sundays through Thursdays is when we stream. Oh my gosh, someone on Parler said something about Senator Leahy being like Nixon in the jar on Futurama. God damn. That's mean and funny.
Did you tell Grim that he can't tell people that the coronavirus is fake, or you'll ban him?
Yes, I did.
Oh my goodness. Really? He's just joking.
Yeah, I am. Like, here's the thing. I believe the coronavirus is real. I think it's stupid to say it's fake. But I also think it's been blown way out of proportion. I was actually talking to someone today at work. And, he was telling me that it seems really stupid to have all of these young adults freaking out about coronavirus as young, healthy adults, as if it is going to impact them in any way, shape, or form. And, I told him, it's like, look, I don't want to make the flu comparison. He goes like, no, I know exactly what you mean. If you are like under 50, you're physically fit, you have no medical conditions, right? You are probably just as likely, or right about just as likely, to die of the flu, right? Does that mean that you shouldn't take coronavirus seriously and that you should stop wearing masks and spit on flagpoles and shit and start rubbing your hands all over everything? No, but it also means that you can stop freaking the fuck out about everybody else, right? Wanting to just go back to work and shit. And he was like, yeah, I mean, like, I went to go visit my aunt and I was trying to social distance from her. And she goes, I'm not doing that. If I die, I die. If I die from kissing my nephew, then that's what the Lord wants. I need to live my life, right? And I said, I mean, yeah, that's basically how I feel, right? So we had a really good conversation about it. But if you're going to say, like, it's fake and it doesn't exist at all, then I'm just like, I mean, no, it exists, but we can have a serious conversation about why All this stuff happening is so insane. And actually, I think even the World Health Organization has even come out against doing lockdowns because they're saying that crippling your economies to the point that these lockdowns are doing is more damaging to your populace because no money, no food. It's about that simple. No money, no food.
Yeah.
And that's for everybody. The United States, Australia, everybody. Today was supposed to be Trump versus Biden debate number 2. Wasn't before Trump tested positive for COVID, I believe. It was supposed to be the second day of the debates. Sorry, second day. It was supposed to be the second debate today. Now, they're not doing any debate because Trump said he was not going to do a virtual debate. He only wants to do an in-person debate. And I believe they've even said that they are totally okay with increasing the distance from Joe Biden, from setting up like those plexiglass screens that they had. Trump has tested negative for coronavirus, all that stuff. But the Biden campaign is stating that they will not do a debate in person. And the Trump campaign is stating that they will not do a debate virtually. So
why? Like, why not? Why is Joe Biden like scared of getting coronavirus? I guess like he should be. But I mean, if they put him in a glass box or plexiglass box, it'd be fine.
Mean, that's what they did with Kamala Harris and Mike Pence. You could do that with Trump and Biden. No, they had a plexiglass screen on the sides of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't watch that because I don't like them.
It's fine, but you can do that with Trump and you can do it with Biden, and you can socially distance them and still have a debate in person. The idea that you can only do a virtual debate is insane. It makes absolutely no sense. And I can totally understand why Trump doesn't want to do a virtual debate because he does a lot better when he's actually in person speaking to someone. And, the thing about doing virtual conversations, like being on a Zoom call, any of that stuff is there's a slight lag. And if someone says something and you try to interject, it's not going to sound right at all. So I can understand why Trump does not want to do a debate virtually. But Biden's reasons for only wanting to do a virtual debate are absolutely idiotic. And again, it goes back to that fear-mongering over coronavirus, acting as if there's no precautions that can be taken. It is ridiculous.
I think even with lag, Trump would be all right in a debate. I don't know if it's because but I think he doesn't want Joe to be reading off a teleprompter.
I mean, like you could. That's the thing too. I think that's a big part of it as well. But like they're like, well, the press will be there watching it. I'm like, yeah, but nobody trusts the press. Like especially like in the face of this New York Post article being censored like crazy and journalists demanding that the story not be shared. Yeah, so, we know who they're in the tank for.
So, Crow, you read the article, right?
Which one? The New York Post one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So, have you experienced any bodily harm or physical harm, any kind of harm at all from reading this article?
No, I my arm is messed up, but that happened before I read the article.
I mean, so like, do you think Twitter's being kind of crazy by saying it might inflict bodily harm or whatever the hell they said? Like, you're going to a link that might.
Yeah, it's like it could cause serious world harm, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm done. I'm fucking done.
Well, look, Crow read the article and he's doing fine.
Yeah, right. Baby, you're looking beautiful.
I know.
Okay, my allegiance is to Republic, to democracy, but not the Democrats. I mean, to be clear, we're a constitutional republic, not a democracy. Actually, I think a senator tweeted out, "We are not a democracy," and like everybody on the left started losing their shit about how he's a fascist and everything. I'm like, we're not a democracy. We're a constitutional republic with democratic institutions, but we are not a democracy, and the founding fathers did not want the United States to be a democracy. Stating we're a democracy is fundamentally false and shows a gross misunderstanding of everything about what the United States is. Jacqueline, I love having a new viewer, but I got to skip over your comments because you say so much. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude. If you're talking to me, I'm a notorious jokester. Relax. Yeah, Pix is a shit poster, and Pix is the one who sent me this image, so I love it. Kat, I'm late. No, you're okay. You're okay, Kat. I think the mistake you're making is thinking you can't forcefully educate people who don't want to see things your way or at all, Jacqueline. The left tried to educate people forcefully. This is very true. Listen to BP. BP knows what he's talking about. I just tuned in. I have no idea what's going on. I was offline most of the day. It seems I missed something major. We're about to read through the article. I'm just trying to catch up on comments. No, you're great. It's like Ben Shapiro information, but slower tempo. Well, I type fast. Sorry. Oh, I got to skim down. I'm skip. I drew a broken bone on there, but it's tiny. It is. I see the broken bone. I think it's cute.
Aww.
It is. I really do like the photo. At Crow's judgment, the video is in question of the man getting thrown off a plane. Another streamer called Geeks and Gamers has a reaction to it. Not sure if it. I saw your comment, Geeky. We're going to play that after we read through the New York Post article. That's kind of like a different subject, and I have not seen it at all. Pix got banned on Parler. How the heck? On Parlay? How did you get banned there?
Isn't that supposed to be like the free speech platform? Maybe she was trying to.
When Nick was shit-talking Parlay on their terms of service, I posted a drawing I did with bare breasts on his thread. Nice fix. That's nice. Oh, man. All right, let me skip down to the bottom here. Rev! I haven't seen Rev in so long. Hey, Rev, how you doing? Oh, man.
And Allie. Holy shit. It worked. The adding people in the tweets worked, Crow.
Where's Allie? I missed Allie.
She's at the bottom there. I don't know what button you're pressing.
There's Grim. Let me see.
Grim's here?
Yeah, Grim's here.
I can't see him. Oh, I see him. Good.
Oh,
yeah,
there's Allie. Hey, Allie. Hello. Okay, let's hop into the New York Post article. Again, Pixlexia, thank you so much for the image. I'm gonna retweet that one later. Okay. In fact, let me save that now, just so I don't forget to do the thing. Okay.
I forget what I was looking for.
What were you looking for?
Important. I don't know. It's all good. I think a tweet about Trump saying like, "Death to California, vote for me," or some shit.
Oh, he said something like, "California is going to hell, vote for me."
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, well, he's not wrong.
I think that's the only Trump or the only tweet I've retweeted by him. That's hilarious.
There we go. All right, so this is the article that is being like taken down everywhere. Okay. Revealed, Ukrainian exec thanked Hunter Biden for opportunity to meet dad. Biden's secret emails. Smoking gun email reveals how Hunter Biden introduced Ukrainian businessman to VP dad. Hunter Biden introduced his father, then Vice President Joe Biden, to a top executive at a Ukrainian energy firm less than a year before the elder Biden pressured government officials in Ukraine into firing a prosecutor who was investigating the company, according to emails obtained by the Post. Now, to be clear, there is, in fact, a video of Joe Biden bragging about doing this. That is not in question at all. The question has always been whether Biden did it for his own benefit or for his family's benefit. As of right now, it's looking more and more likely that he did not do it because it was the Obama administration's position. It really does look like he did it, and the Obama administration kind of just covered for it. Let's keep going into it.
That's what you do for your friends,
Right? Mm. The Net Report revealed meetings is mentioned in a message of appreciation that Vadim Pozarski, an advisor to the board of Burisma, allegedly sent Hunter Biden on April 17, 2015, about a year after Hunter joined the Burisma board at a reported salary of up to $50,000 a month. Dear Hunter, thank you for Dear Hunter, thank you for inviting me to DC and giving me an opportunity to meet your father and spent some time together. It's realty, this guy speaks in broken English, an honor and pleasure, the email reads. An earlier email from May 2014 also shows Pozarski, reportedly Burisma's #3 exec, asking Hunter for advice on how you could use your influence on the company's behalf. The Blockbuster correspondence, which flies in the face of Joe Biden's claim that he's never spoken to my son about his overseas business dealings, is contained in a massive trove of data recovered from a laptop computer. Now, from what I understand, there is more information that is currently out there, or that Giuliani or whoever is sitting on, and they're planning on like slowly drip feeding it up until the election, which this is already damning. If this is all they have, this seems like enough to me. But if there was more on that laptop, it is going to keep coming out.
Well, you shouldn't have lied so much. This thing's going to be like Joe Biden. Because fucking... If he didn't, then he wouldn't have anything to worry about. If he was on the up and up now.
Yes.
Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe politicians just lie too much.
The computer was dropped off at a repair shop in Biden's home state of Delaware in April 2019, according to the store's owner. Other material extracted from the computer includes a raunchy 12-minute video that appears to show Hunter, who's admitted to struggling with addiction problems, smoking crack, will engage in a sex act with an unidentified woman, as well as numerous other sexually explicit images. The customer who brought the water-damaged MacBook Pro for repair never paid for the service or retrieved it or a hard drive on which its contents were stored, according to the shop owner, who said he tried repeatedly to contact the client. The shop owner couldn't positively identify the customer as Hunter Biden, but said the laptop bore a sticker from the Beau Biden Foundation, named after Hunter's late brother and former Delaware Attorney General. Photos of a Delaware federal subpoena given to the Post showed both the computer and hard drive were seized by the FBI in December after the shop's owner says he alerted the feds to their existence. So this is a huge problem because the left is claiming everything here has been doctored and it's not real and it's fake and this is some sort of plant by Giuliani and everything. But the shop that had it also has this subpoena from the United States government. So that doesn't look good at all.
Did he leave any credit card information? Like, is there any way we can prove that it was actually Joe Biden's son who left the laptop there and not just some person who left a bunch of deep fakes on a laptop? If we're going to get, like, conspiratorial here.
Here's the thing. If these are all deep fakes, someone did a 12-minute deep fake video with an actor who looks exactly like Hunter Biden, smoking crack, and also a bunch of deep fake photos, and also deep fake emails. Now, is that within the realm of possibility?
And it's crazy times.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, what's more likely? That they were able to get someone who looks exactly like Hunter Biden to smoke crack, fuck a prostitute, and then have all these other photos on there and fake all of these emails, and the FBI obtained that information. It still has it. The House Judiciary Committee has that information, and none of them are speaking up and saying that's fake and false. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense.
I'm sure they could tell if the video was doctored or not, right?
Yeah, that's true. But before turning over the gear, the shop owner says he made a copy of the hard drive and later gave it to former Mayor Rudy Giuliani's lawyer, Robert Costello. Steve Bannon, former advisor to President Trump, told the Post about the existence of the hard drive in late September, and Giuliani provided the Post with a copy of it on Sunday. Less than 8 months after Pozarski thanked Hunter Biden for the introduction to his dad, the then vice president admittedly pressured, he's on video doing this, Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko and Prime Minister Arseniy Yatsenyuk goddamn, into getting rid of Prosecutor General Victor Shokin by threatening to withhold a $1 billion U.S. loan guarantee during December of 2015 trip to Kiev. I looked at them and said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Biden infamously bragged to the Council on Foreign Relations in 2018. Well, son of a bitch, he got fired. Shokin has said that at the time of his firing in March 2016, he made specific plans to investigate Burisma, and that included interrogations and other crime investigation procedures into all members of the executive board, including Hunter Biden. Joe Biden has insisted that the U.S. wanted Shokin removed over corruption concerns, which were shared by the European Union. Meanwhile, an email dated May 12, 2014, shortly after Hunter Biden joined the Burisma board, shows Pozharskyi attempting to get him to use political leverage to help the company. The message had the subject line, urgent issue. It was also sent to Hunter Biden's business partner, Devin Archer, who also sat on the Burisma board at the time. So this is from Burisma. Dear Hunter and Devin, following our talks during the visit to Como Lake and our further discussions, I would like to bring the following situation to your attention. As previously pointed out a number of occasions, the representatives of new authorities in power tend to quite aggressively approach NZ unofficially with the aim to obtain cash from him. Initially, it was done by the representatives of Svoboda Party and the Ministry of Internal Affairs. Their so-called unofficial communications would entail blackmailing. In case we don't cooperate, i.e. provide money in cash, the gas production business of NC would be stopped, destroyed, etc. It's important to note that the Svoboda party is represented in the government by General Prosecutor, by Minister of Ecology and Natural Resources of Ukraine. The last organ together with the State Geological and Subsurface Survey of Ukraine, which is directly subordinated to the Ministry of Ecology and Natural Resources of Ukraine, are principal regulations in the area of issuing licenses for natural resources and control. After unsuccessful attempts to receive funds from our side, they proceeded with concrete actions. So basically stating that they're being persecuted. So far, we got information through unofficial channels that one or more pre-trial proceedings were initiated by the Ministry of Internal Affairs with regard to Burisma Holdings, companies that are heavily engaged in gas production and happen to be our holdings key companies. The Ministry of Internal Affairs contacted the Ministry of Ecology and Natural Resources and the State Geological and Subsurface Survey of Ukraine to obtain all documents concerning licenses issued in 2006 until now to the companies of our holding. Apart from that, they would unofficially approach our partners, clients, suppliers, trying to intimidate them to stop working with our companies. So this email stating that Burisma was fully aware that someone was applying pressure onto them, and they emailed Hunter Biden and his partner, Devin Archer. There are typical instruments to destabilize businesses. We urgently need your advice on how you could use your influence to convey a message signal to stop what we consider to be politically motivated actions, bearing in mind the following. This is a huge problem. It is Burisma directly asking for Hunter Biden. I know his business partner's on there too, but directly asking for Hunter Biden, whose father's vice president, who they just had met with, for help in quashing an investigation into themselves. So I don't know, but that looks so fucking bad. Pozharskyi said the representative of new authority, yada, yada. NC isn't identified in the email, but appears to be a reference to Burisma founder Mykola Zolchevsky, whose first name is a Ukrainian version of Nicholas. When the really? Mykola Nicholas? Oh, wow. When the alleged shakedown, I don't know how those are the same, but when the alleged shakedown failed, they proceeded with concrete actions in the form of one or more pretrial proceedings. It is just reading what I already read from there. Hunter responded by saying he was with Archer in Doha, Qatar, and asked for more information about the formal, if any, accusations being made against Burisma. Who is ultimately behind these attacks on the company? Who in the current interim government could put an end to such attacks, he added. This is a huge issue because Lett has proclaimed that there was nobody trying to investigate Burisma, while at the same time Burisma is emailing Hunter Biden about somebody trying to investigate them. This is a problem. This is a major problem for Biden because it is putting into question everything about Trump's impeachment, because everything Trump is saying is being spelled out in these emails. Everything Trump said during his impeachment about what was going on is in these emails. It is absolutely damning for Democrats and for Biden. And the more the story picks up traction, the worse it is for Biden. And that's why they're desperately trying to shut it down. The exchange came the same day that Burisma announced that it had expanded its board of directors by adding Hunter Biden, who was put in charge of its legal unit and will provide support for the company among international organizations, according to a news release that's since been scrubbed from Burisma's website. Huh.
So wait, he was in charge of like lawful shit?
He was in charge of their legal unit, apparently.
Cause you want a cokehead who films himself doing coke and
not coke, crack,
right?
Crack.
Yeah. I'm just the president's fucking, or not even the president, but the vice president's son. Yeah, vice president's son. I'm gonna do some crack, and I think I'm gonna fuck some bitches, and then I should also film it, and then bring that laptop to a repair shop and leave it there, even after they fucking try to get in contact with me forever. He's an interesting dude.
And yep. This is not good at all. Hunter Biden actually joined the board in April 2014, according to multiple reports. His lawyer said last year that Hunter was not a member of the management team, adding at no time was Hunter in charge of the company's legal affairs. This is not good. About 4 months after Hunter Biden's correspondence with Pozarski, Archer forwarded Hunter Biden an email chain with the subject line, "Tax Raise Impact on Burisma Production," which included Pozarski saying that the Ukrainian cabinet had submitted new tax legislation to the country's parliament. What are these? Pictures of the family?
Nice pictures.
Oh my God. Sorry, yeah. These were the photos from the hard drive. So the hard drive where these emails were obtained from also contained these photos. See, now, I guess this guy looks like he's fake. Bad Photoshop. No, I don't know, man. Like this, this is hard to state that this is all fake, because it has so many photos of Hunter Biden on it. If enacted, this law would kill the entire private gas production sector in the bud, Pozarski wrote. In the September 2014 email, Pozarski also said he was going to share this information with the U.S. Embassy here in Kiev, as well as the office of Mr. Amos Hochstein in the States. At the time, Hochstein was the State Department's newly appointed special envoy and coordinator for international energy affairs. So, I really do wonder what you guys think so far, because
I'm intrigued. I want to hear more. I want to hear what else is on this laptop.
Well, the thing is, they've just dropped this. If there's worse on that, if there's anything else on that laptop, they're saving it, because this is bad, and it's so bad that people are literally freaking the fuck out and demanding that the article be censored, demanding that links be taken down, happily cheering on Twitter as it like steps in and says these links are harmful malware. So let me catch up on, let me go back a little bit and just read some of you guys' comments. Video of Biden doing the nasty. I can't think of a faster way to self-delete. His partner, is that code for dealer? No. He actually had a business partner. They were both working for Burisma, but maybe he is also his dealer. Probably more efficient than jumping in lava. Damn. Hashtag super sus. Again, just to go right back to it. This shows at the very least that Biden was more than aware of what his son was doing in Burisma, knew his son worked for Burisma, and that his son was setting up these meetings and literally being asked by people at Burisma to use his political influence, which is essentially his father. Oh, man.
This is Ukraine, right?
Yeah, it's Ukraine.
Okay.
The company is in Ukraine, right? And Hunter Biden doesn't speak the language, so the idea that he was involved in any way, again, this is so suspect. It is so fucking suspect.
All right, check that link out I sent you.
Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah. Let's take a quick break from the article, just for anyone who's never seen this.
I think it's relevant, right?
No, this is entirely relevant. Now, this is them giving you the framework.
I remember going over convincing our team or others to convincing that we should be providing for loan guarantees. I went over, I guess, the 12th, 13th time to Kyiv, and I was supposed to announce that there was another $1 billion loan guarantee. And I had gotten a commitment from Poroshenko and from Yatsenyuk that they would take action against the state prosecutor, and they didn't. So they said they were walking out to the press conference. I said, no, I'm not going to, or we're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said. I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting the $1 billion. I said, you're not getting the $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, 6 hours? I looked at them, leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Oh, son of a bitch. Got fired. And they put in place someone who was solid.
Okay.
It was solid to him. So he basically withheld $1 billion from a country if they didn't fire the prosecutor looking into his son.
And again, Steve, this happened, right? And the left has claimed every single time this is brought up that no, the prosecutor was corrupt, and that the reason why he needed to be fired was because he would not investigate corruption. The problem with that statement is that we know Burisma was a corrupt company. We know Hunter Biden worked for Burisma, and we know that the new prosecutor that took office after we gave this nation $1 billion, mind you, never investigated Burisma and instead shut down any investigation into Burisma, which did not occur. No investigation occurs after that point until Trump takes office. So Trump was accused of committing a quid pro quo, basically stating that he would not give Ukrainians this loan money unless they committed to investigating Joe Biden's for corruption. The issue here is, if Joe Biden met with executives for that company where his son worked on the board and withheld money from that company to get a prosecutor fired, it looks damning as all hell when Joe Biden has that video out there and is also claiming to have never known what his son was up to. That it does not hold water. Now, here's the problem with the left right now. They're claiming everything in that article is fake because everything in that article is a goddamn knife into the back of Biden. More stuff is going to come out, I would imagine, but like all that stuff is, the FBI has it. It's on there with a bunch of private photos of Hunter Biden. So this is not going to play well at all. At fucking all. All right, so let me just catch up here. Dun, dun, dun. What a plot twist. Yep. 100%. I mean, even the investigations found nothing against Trump. So, Biden looking to blame his shenanigans on Trump is looking super sus. Well, if they're going to put him in charge of IT security, Rev says, I do crack. What are you doing, man? Biden sus. Ali says she's got crack for Rev. You guys are awful.
Maybe they're talking about butt crack.
Maybe. I'm new to all this. Still rocking the name Bizarski. Who's Bizarski? Are you doing a Biden Jr. now at Rev? Damn. Hey, Cry, I sent you some interesting screenshots over in your Discord DMs. I will check them once we're finished reading that article. Hey, Biden only. Hey, Biden only girls cross their legs like that. Damn. Independent fact check saying that Mark Zuckerberg does not try to actively help Joe Biden win the election. Well, Facebook is censoring the story, so what do we have to do in your harem, Matt Rev? Is there a lot of house cleaning involved? Oh, some people are interested. Yes, tarp. It's a tarp. The left is blind right now to anything to even show Biden being not the saint they think he is. They read. I mean, this is bad. Now, there's going to be people on the left, and they say, well, what about Trump? What about Trump? It's okay to acknowledge, right? Trump is a bad man. But you can also say that Biden is a bad guy, too. Like, two things can't be true at the same time, and this is not good at all. All right, so let's go back into the article. I think we're almost done with it here. In December 2017, the Naftogaz Group, Ukraine's state-owned energy company, announced that Hochstein had joined the company as an independent director, but on Monday he announced his resignation. The company has been forced to spend endless amounts of time combating political pressure and efforts by oligarchs to enrich themselves through questionable transactions, Hochstein wrote in an op-ed published by the Kiev Post. Or is it Kiev? I've been saying Kiev. In addition to denying that he's spoken to Hunter Biden about his overseas business dealings, Joe Biden has repeatedly denied any conflict of interest or wrongdoing in either of them involving Burisma. Now, again, if Biden met with their executives, it doesn't matter if the administration's position on the prosecutor would have been the same. He should not have been negotiating with Ukraine and doing anything involving Burisma. And he was. And he lied about knowing the stuff going on with Burisma. Last February, he got testy during an appearance on NBC's Today show when co-host Savannah Guthrie questioned whether it was wrong for Hunter to take that position, knowing that it was really because the company wanted access to you. And this is Biden's response. Well, that's not true. You're saying things you do not know what you're talking about, the elder Biden responded.
It's not true.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're saying.
So, wow, a little bit too much for me. Oh, this is my favorite image. So this is someone standing behind him. And this is him sleeping. Okay.
Who's
and
taking
this,
a picture of him sleeping?
This is him smoking crack.
Wow. I mean, I thought crack was supposed to wake you up.
I mean, dude, you're burned out. You're burned the fuck out. And here's him taking a shirtless selfie. Dude, it's his laptop. Like, come on. Last December, Joe Biden also lashed out during a Democratic primary town hall event in Iowa, where a man accused him of sending Hunter to Ukraine to get a job and work for a gas company he had no experience with gas or nothing in order to get access to the president. You're a damn liar. That's not true, and no one has ever said that, Biden fumed. Biden then continued to berating the man as he stepped forward, called the man fat, and challenged him to do push-ups together, man.
What?
Yeah.
Let's do push-ups together, man. You're fat.
So that's usually the reaction to someone who knows that they're being called out on their bullshit. You're a damn liar! Biden then continued berating the man and called him fat. The FBI referred questions about its seizure of the laptop and hard drive to the Delaware U.S. Attorney's Office, where a spokesperson said, "My office can neither confirm nor deny the existence of an investigation." Okay. Hunter Biden's lawyer refused to comment on the specifics, but instead attacked Giuliani. He has been pushing widely discredited conspiracy theories about the... Yeah, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. So, it's real. It's fucking real. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I thought it's really important to talk about this because that story is being shut down. The links are being censored on social media. But it's true. It's fucking true. Now, there are certain journalists on Twitter trying to say, like, oh, you can't verify the emails, all this shit. I don't care, man. I don't care what they want to say. Because these are the same people, right, that continue to push anonymously sourced claims, right, from other outlets. And the thing is, right, I saw a lot of these same people, right, because I remember them sharing the news story from The Atlantic about Trump and how he mocked veterans and all this shit, right? The owner, and they like to claim like the New York Post can't be trusted because it's owned by a right-wing guy. The owner for The Atlantic is a Biden mega donor, okay? That don't bother them. That doesn't bother them at all. But you have someone who's in any way conservative talking about them, automatically they're a liar. Yeah. So because of this, essentially we're at the point where they have no argument to make anymore. They really don't, because their only thing is to keep attacking the source, attack the source, attack the source, and attack the source. Hunter Biden and Paranormal Activity 4 confirmed. Damn. All snugged up into his pipe. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Man, there was a guy who testified that Obama smoked crack and got his pole smoked. And I was skeptic before, but man, I don't think Obama, but definitely Hunter. Like, I don't know. Okay. So, you guys have the story now. Make sure you share it. Make sure you send it to people. Make sure they understand what's going on. Anyway, Steve, now we have to move on to the PS4 topic.
PS4. Big,
all right. You take over this one.
Being bad? Well, I don't know anything about it. I just got it. I was like, well, what the hell is this about? So,
Steve,
from my understanding,
explain what's going on.
Okay, I'll explain from the limited things I've read. So,
also, turn on your camera.
I can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
I can't.
Turn it on.
Let me see if I can. Hold on.
Do it. There you go.
It works. Hey.
Yeah.
So from what I understand, there's like some PlayStation update that is not good. There's a lot of, they said that there's glitches, but like the main issue is apparently they listen into your private calls now for whatever reason. I don't know, man. I'm not for that. That's kind of it's kind of sketch. If it's to like combat terrorism, you could probably just get a subpoena for that. Anyways, I don't know why that's a new feature in PlayStation. I don't use PlayStation, so I don't know how people feel about it. I'm guessing not good. Like, you use PlayStation, right, Kuro? How do you feel about
well, I'm not going to touch my PlayStation. I'm going to play World of Warcraft.
You're not going to use your microphone and get recorded saying maybe some problematic shit. Who is listening? I don't know who's listening. So let me get up the article that I sent you. See if I can find out from reading.
You didn't send me an article. You sent me a video.
I sent you an article, 3 tweets, and a video.
No, you didn't.
Yeah. First one I sent you was an article.
I'm going to go for the tweets first.
Update 8.0. Causing multiple issues and trending after messages claim voice chats are recorded. So yeah, and their newest update, it was like, by the way, currently there are no parties you're invited to or parties your friends are in. Oh wait, that's not the.
Well, I know how big. I know a lot of our fans apparently really love Keemstar. So this is from Keemstar. Not cool. Whoa. Hashtag PS4 update. PlayStation 4 users are not happy about the newest update that reportedly allows Sony to record party chats for moderation purposes. That is creepy as all shit. That is creepy as all shit.
What are they moderating exactly? And just gameplay, right? Like, why does it matter? It says, but its initial rollout has had multiple issues according to various online sources, including Reddit. Some users complained that they're being unable to access multiplayer games. Oh, that's pretty bad. Because their PlayStation Plus subscription isn't recognized after installing the update. That's not good. While others claim that their console has stopped loading their friends list. So you lose your friends, you lose your games. They're listening in on your conversations. It sounds like a good time to be a PlayStation owner, I gotta say.
I mean, this is really making me question the PS5, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I never liked Sony. I think I've told you this before. I don't really like Sony. I don't like them because they took Spider-Man away from me. So fuck them. Like thinking, I'm glad all this shit's happening to them. They're being crazy.
Oh, Steven.
Okay, here's the voice chats may be recorded for moderation. By joining, you agree to be recorded. So that's bueno.
Yeah, now someone's trying to say, like, because I saw it too, where they were like, oh no, this update only allows people to record you. I'm like, yeah, but what does it mean before by moderation? That's got nothing to do with someone privately recording you. Don't be a fucking lying twat.
So both the Amazing Spider-Man games came out on
I'll be coming for your love, okay?
The fuck was that, Steve? Why'd you send me that one?
I thought it was Did you read it?
I read it. It was funny.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. What else we got?
I mean, okay, so here's the article. Let's get right into it. Now, some people are saying like, oh, like, I don't know, man, but like the idea that it's just like you can be recorded for moderation purposes. It sounds like PS4 is saying like they're going to moderate their chats. And it's weird to do that to people. It makes it seem so unsafe. Like, because, you know, when you play video games with people, like, you ever play like for 5 fucking hours straight a video game with somebody? I've done it. Guess what? After 30 minutes, you're saying some shit that you do not want recorded and released to public.
No, well, that other Twitter video I sent you that's like right under the article, that's kind of like an impression of what they're going to have to do now. The ones who are going to actually still stay on voice chat. If not, I would just not use voice chat now. I don't really use voice chat on Xbox, but if like I had to pick on Sony, I'm like, nah, fuck that shit.
I mean, the thing is, I wouldn't know how to like treat that, because nobody wants to be recorded. People want to be able to speak freely. If they think there's a microphone on them all the time, they're going to keep their mouth shut about a lot of stuff. You know, sometimes you talk to your friends online about stuff that, you know, you talk to them because you know, they're your online friends. You don't know these people personally. They don't know your family. They don't know any of that stuff. And it makes it more comfortable for you. Now imagine being recorded by Sony. That makes it so fucking uncomfortable. All right, so this is how we're all going to talk now that the PS4 is watching your chats.
Fuck you! I hope your whole family has a nice Christmas.
Right.
Fuck you! I hope your whole family has a nice Christmas.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
Fuck you! I hope your whole family has a nice Christmas.
Yeah,
But like, that's the thing.
the future.
People get upset. They vent and shit. It is fucking weird to do this. Oh man. Reuniting with the homies after y'all got life sentences PS4 update. I always go through this trend like this is insane. And you know, I'm not saying like it's okay that some people say some really toxic shit, but like that's, you know, it's a video game, man. You play it, you vent and everything. I've heard people make some insane fucking threats online, and the response is typically like, "Okay, bro," and they get pissy and they, yeah, right? You know what I mean? You're doing voice chat in fucking Halo? That shit's insane. Dude, Call of Duty voice chat is the best. I've had people like literally threaten to fucking come over and like rape my whole family and shit. I'm just like, okay, kid. Okay, kid.
It gets really heated in Call of Duty, you know?
What the PlayStation guy is going to hear when I'm in my party.
Gary, hello, SpongeBob's house. SpongeBob speaking.
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. I'm just stroking my shit. I'm horny as fuck, man. I'm a freak, man. Like,
Gary.
Dude, but people are PlayStation moderator would start freestyling in the party.
This shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airwaves.
These are pretty funny, honestly.
Yeah.
Point of view, Sony listening to you play at 3 a.m.
It's too easy.
Yeah, I killed him. I just killed him behind the house.
Did you hear that? The idiot's telling on himself. Stupid.
Stupid.
It's too easy.
It's too easy. It is.
I'm just gonna go in now.
I chopped his legs off, and then he didn't die. So I set him on fire.
What the hell is wrong with this? Did you get that?
Are you getting this?
Go get him.
Yo,
Go arrest him.
Yeah, I killed him. I just killed him.
Did you hear that? The idiot's telling on himself. Stupid.
PS4 players to Xbox players after the new update. Perhaps I treated you too harshly.
Maybe.
Oh man. PS4 update. This is how some of y'all finna be talking since you can't say. Oh, what's this one? Okay, let's hear it.
My sight. Disgusting black creatures. Get out of my sight.
Oh, you know it's true. Okay, so this one here is saying this. Let's read this, right? Please be aware that the voice chats and parties may be recorded and sent to us by other users. By participating in voice chats, you agree to your voice being recorded. Okay.
So yeah, it sounds like you can report someone making like threats to you or something, and then since everything's recorded, they could be like, okay, just like tell us when this conversation, and then
well, I mean,
maybe they'll ban your account or some shit.
That is not saying that Sony can't be recording the chats. That's just saying people can now record all the chats, so and then send them over to Sony. If that's the case, but even then, why would I ever consent for somebody random to be able to record my voice chats in a game, right? I sure as shit don't want that. You don't have my fucking permission to do that. There are certain states where that's illegal to do it, right? So what they're doing is try to bypass that. And this is assuming like that this is all it is, right? And I don't think that way, because the problem is that update gives permission for Sony to directly record the conversations. Okay. But this here is stating that, you know, if a user wants to record you, you consent to having them record you and then sending it over to them so that they can moderate you. I mean, dude, don't get me wrong. Like, there are some really fucked up shit that gets said, but like, no, absolutely not. This is an overreach. This is a serious fucking overreach.
How do they get away with that? Because I didn't think about it like that. But yeah, like you can't. I guess because you're consenting to it by owning a PlayStation now. It's in the fucking terms of service that you agree to be recorded all the time when you're talking into your mic.
Yeah, and here's the thing. So this idiot goes, this is what the PS4 update means since a lot of you people can't read. People in your voice chat can record you, like they always have been able to. They can use those recordings as evidence to report someone, like they have always been able to. That's literally it. Okay, dumbass, if that's literally it, they wouldn't change the fucking language, you dumbass. You fucking dumbass. I love stupid people. I fucking do. But better than stupid people are stupid people who think that they're smarter than everyone else. They are the best. They're literally
you do that.
No, dude, I've been wrong on plenty of things. And I admit, like, sometimes, like, huh?
I said that's good that you're admitting that. I don't know what you've been wrong about.
But I don't like try and do this shit where I'm just like, yeah, I know more than you do, asshole. Ha 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 ha. Well, being completely idiotic in my reasoning, right? Like this shit where they're saying like, oh, this has always been allowed. They're just getting consent from everybody now.
I don't think it was allowed before, dog. That's why it's in the thing.
I mean,
we got some big brains up in here.
Oh, PS4 parties before the PS4 update. Oh, what are they gonna say?
Man, shut your bitch ass up, nigga. Nobody asked you that bitch ass up.
I had to stop it. How everybody's gonna be on the party chat after the update.
Mother trucker, dude. That hurt like a butt cheek on a stick. Mother trucker, dude. That hurt like a butt cheek on a stick.
Fuck. How many of the boys finna chat from now on? Carrier pigeons.
You might as well just be step. Why not? What? I don't get fucking. He's saying shit that's basic, but just nerfed versions of it. You might as well just be saying swear words. The emphasis is still there. I'm saying censorship is dumb, basically.
No, I'm with you, man. But I don't want to be recorded when I'm playing video games. Sometimes I say some shit. I am baked almost all the time. But when I'm playing video games and I'm really in the zone, I'm really baked. And I don't want that shit being recorded. I say some dumbass shit.
Well, that's the thing. So Rev's saying like the NSA is like recording you all the time anyways, but the thing is like they can only use that shit for like what, federal cases, I'm guessing, or they're not taking everyone's like, okay, if dude goes to the FBI and says, this guy told me to kill myself, the duty, they're not going to give a fuck. So the NSA is never going to use that information, but Sony making it so it's like, okay, you're agreeing to this now means that like when you do have a private conversation with someone and let's say you say something they don't like, they can go to Sony now and then your account can get fucking banned. That's not cool.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. Before, I don't think it was legally, you weren't legally allowed to do that, so Sony wouldn't be able to.
No, you weren't, because there are plenty of areas where you need consent from both parties to record. Sony just bypassed that.
Because Sony's cool. Yeah, no? They got Spider-Man. They got it.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I don't want to play I'm not going to get it. Like, at this rate, if this doesn't go away, right? If this does not go the fuck away, I'm not going to fucking play it. I'm not going to fucking play it. I want a PS5 real bad, but I'll downgrade and get a Series 1 because I respect my privacy a hell of a lot more than this shit. Oh, man. Sony pulled a Ray. Sony, I bypassed the law. Bullshit, Crow. Nah, I'm being serious, man. I'm being serious.
So, like, man. When you report an account before, doesn't there need to be some like text or something like in a game like if you're in a public server in a game, right? That's not private. you're probably being recorded by someone or something, live streaming or whatever. But in a private call, in a private conversation, you wouldn't be able to report that shit before. I'm pretty sure.
Now you can.
Now you can,
Mm-hmm.
which is bullshit. Like,
Yeah, no, it's weird and it's creepy.
so me and Crow want to do some 1 versus 1. You know, we're in a private game, we're in a private lobby, and we get into an argument. And I don't like what Crow says to me. I can get his account banned.
Right? Me on CBS next week trying to defend myself from Sony catching my ass lacking with HD stereo and party voice chat.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I can't 30 years. I'm not
Robert.
30 years. I'm not Y'all trying to kill me. You killing me, man. I didn't do this stuff.
Me entering the cell with my homies out in it after sentencing. These are fucking great. This is a violation of the law, guys. Someone needs to go to jail. To be honest, needs to be called not okay. What's this? Voice chats may be recorded for moderation. By joining, you agree to being recorded. I mean, heck, it is legal. They're basically stating if you take this software update and you use voice chat, you are now giving consent. And it's fucked up. It absolutely is. But to my PS4 homies, be safe out there and be careful what you say in your party chats now. Is it just me or is this invasion of privacy? Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, again, it's not invasion of privacy. It isn't. But it is fucked up. And when I say invasion of privacy, I'm like, it's not a crime. It is not a crime. They are giving themselves the legal right by stating that you understand you gave consent to being recorded if you ever enter into any voice chat. I don't like it. I don't fucking like it at all. At all, Steve. Steve, do you like it?
I don't have to like it or not. I don't personally. If I own a PlayStation, I probably wouldn't like it. I mean, and like it's if you don't, not an invasion of privacy if you agree to the terms of service, but like they just switched the terms of service. So like if you own a PlayStation, you kind of have to agree with the terms of service. So let's say you bought like 100 games on a PlayStation and you don't agree with these terms of service now, you basically just wasted money on 100 games.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, if you don't use the voice chat, it's not they can just record because there's no voice chat happening, right? But there's a lot of games that are multiplayer that you need to be able to communicate with your team. And those chats, they get raunchy. What if you're in a private chat with somebody, right? And you're joking and like someone gets butthurt, hits the record button, and then reports you for what you said. That's no, I'm just like, no, man. No, fuck to the no.
Someone that you maybe trust and then turns out to be evil or turns evil, you know? People turn evil sometimes. They get petty.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know anybody like that, but I mean...
You don't know anybody like that? What are you talking about?
Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it.
I mean, there's so many people, but I think I know who you think I mean.
I know exactly who you think who you mean that you think I mean.
I think
something.
So. It start with a D?
Stevel. Stevel. Stevel, stop.
I'm not doing anything. I'm not.
Why are you trying to get me in trouble?
I'm not. If I wanted to get you in trouble.
What if I shout that Behemoth just bent Crow over and forcibly took him over and over? Wrong. This code sucks. Dane, Duck. Nah, you're all wrong. It's Dennis. That motherfucker Dennis. I swear to God. Dennis is a piece of shit. You guys have no clue. We used to trust Dennis. Dennis used to be a great friend of ours. And then Dennis went psychotic. Really fucked up shit, man. Real fucked up shit. Fuck that Dennis guy. And Steve, well, how dare you bring up Dennis, knowing how much he has offended me.
Dennis the Menace.
Exactly.
What
He's a
about that
menace.
other kid? That other fucking evil kid.
Don't mention it. All right, guys. That's it for the stream tonight. Originally, we were going to do Wacko Wednesday, but we're able to get the original video pulled together. I'm hoping to get it up tomorrow night around the time that we tend to stream.
But don't watch.
Actually,
So I
let's
can
see.
watch my stream instead.
Wait, what time's
Origami
your
might be on
stream?
there. I probably 11, unless I like wake up early. But you want to come on the stream, crew?
What are we streaming about?
Philip DeFranco.
Yes.
Yeah, he's evil
Yes.
man. I mean, maybe he's an evil man. You'll have to wait and see.
Wait, why? What do you have against Philip DeFranco?
Oh, you'll see.
Wait, someone sent me a DM and I think it's funny. Because they tend to send me funny stuff. What is this? Oh, dude. I read that story about Biden from the Washington Post. That was where I pulled that clip where they're like, there are two big problems. I'm like, okay, problem one on why it's false doesn't hold any water, and neither does problem two. You guys are just fucking stupid. That's the thing about these idiots when they write an article as quickly as they can to run defense for somebody. That the thing they say is like, Biden did not get a prosecutor fired. I'm like, yes, he did. There's no denying that he did that. He admits to doing it. The question is, what were his motivations? The left has always maintained the motivations were pure. The right has said that they were corrupt. To run out with an article from the Washington Post that tries to claim that Biden never did this is just stupidly misleading and embarrassing. Yeah, no, I saw Twitter pushing it. That's where I found the article from the Washington Post. But that's the issue, right? We know Twitter is really trying their damnedest to suppress the Biden story. So of course, the moment somebody runs an article defending Biden and calling it all fake, what does Twitter do? They promote it immediately. It's so fucking obvious. But again, here's what I'll say. Because, you know, a lot of people said there's uncertainty on who's going to win. I really do think Trump's going to win. I could be wrong because you never know. You absolutely never know. I used to say Trump landslide all the time, and then my faith in humanity was shaken once more, and I realized just how fucking inept and stupid many, many people on Twitter are. I know they're largely to the left, but at the same time, you know, I have these conversations with people in real life, and a lot of them, right, who are just like normies, not interested in politics, they'll start talking to politics, or they'll start talking about politics with me. They'll start talking about how bullshit COVID is with me. They'll start talking about how generally fucking insane Pelosi is and shit. And I'm just like, oh, okay. And I'm just like really passive and just like nodding along, not trying to push the conversation at all, just kind of hear where they're coming from. And there is just a ton of fucking support for Trump. Now, the thing is, when you look at the other side, there's not support for Biden. There's just hatred for Trump. The entire election is, do you like Trump? Do you hate Trump? That's all it is. That's all it is. Biden is like a non-issue here. So to me, I see them running that article, and it's like there's a lot of people that think that if you can just avoid talking about this situation with Biden, it will do Biden favors, right? But the more they talk about it, the worse it gets. Oh, we do have one more story. We do actually have one more story.
We do?
Yeah, we do. Geeky just reminded me. Do you remember what it is?
No.
Come on, man. Think about it.
No. I don't know what geeks and gamers are. Oh, we didn't watch Yellow Flash's video either. We should have showed a piece of that.
Why?
I don't know, because he's your boy, and he did a video on the thing that we talked about. He probably could have articulated the points better, since I only knew about this for an hour.
Whoa, why are you insulting Yellow Flash?
I'm not insulting. I said he could have articulated our points better.
He could have?
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. You
Because
mean
he
he could
made
have
a
done a
video.
better job than us. Why are you insulting me then?
Because
All right. Let me look for the Geeks and Gamers thing.
we got to get better, Crow. That's what I'm saying. We got to be hard on ourselves. I got something in my eye. Hold it, jumping. Like fluff or an eyelash. I'm dying.
Dude. Okay, so I'm looking up this video. Did you know, like, I've been watching them, like, trash the ever-loving shit out of the Supreme Court justice during the Senate confirmation hearings? And they're, like, really trying to push that she's a bigot. They're really trying to push that she's a racist and shit. I'm just like, this is so annoying.
Is she?
No, she isn't, but, you know, that's the thing, right? They're trying to fire up their voting base. But you have, like, I keep saying, like, they have Macy Hirono, right? And she's the senator from Hawaii, and she's just so dumb. Like, I was saying, and, you know, Chambers, like, immediately jumped in and disagreed with me. But I said it was a good strategy for Democrats to turn the entire hearing into healthcare, right? Even though she cannot say or do anything about it, they can just campaign on healthcare because they know people are watching and just turn it all into a case about how the Democrats care about people's healthcare. Well, then you have this dumblefuck dumbass senator jump in and ask Amy Coney Barrett, have you ever sexually assaulted someone? Right?
Why?
The lady is almost 50. She has 7 children, right? She's a federal judge. She's a law professor. I think she's like a law professor at Notre Dame. And you ask her that question, right? But it gets even better because then she turns around and says that using the term sexual preference, which is widely fucking accepted by everybody, is offensive and bigoted towards gay people, gets her to apologize, right? And I went on to Twitter, and I saw all these people on the left jumping in to say, I didn't know it was offensive, but now that I know, I'll never say it again. I'm like, are you kidding me? Because I watched those fucking hearings, and Macy Hirono's just sitting there going like, I think you knew what you were doing when you used that term. I'm just like, I think you're a massive fucking cunt. Jesus. Like, holy shit. It must be on his personal channel, Day Cobra. Okay, I'm going to check it right there. Day Cobra. There we go. Oh, he did a video about the Twitter censors Trump campaign to protect. Black Trump supporter kicked off plane for what?
What's going on, everybody?
For eating?
It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we have a situation with a black Donald Trump supporter being removed. West Airlines kicks.
Was it? Oh, this is from Newsweek, and they have the video. Okay, I'm gonna drop them a like. All right, make sure you check out Geeks and Gamers. Day Cobra is Jeremy's channel, and I'm just gonna go to Newsweek to check this one out. Well, give me just a couple seconds.
Boom, 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 boom. We were on the video that had the video in it. Why did you think this would be faster?
Huh? Oh, because he's going to be doing his own thing, and I'd rather give our own commentary on everything. God, I'm sorry. I got to cover my shoulder. It's so hard not to pick at that shit.
It's bougie to only to have one shoulder out, you know?
I mean, I definitely feel like I'm on drugs right now, so. Wait, I mean.
You might be. Legal prescribed
legal
medication.
drugs.
Yes.
All right. Southwest airline kicks Black Trump supporter off plane for not wearing a mask.
Luckily.
A passenger wearing a Donald Trump branded hat and mask was offloaded from a Southwest flight after the airline said he refused multiple requests to wear a face covering. In a statement, the low-cost carrier said the man, who was on a plane due to depart from Tampa to Dallas, was put on a later flight for providing assurances that he would comply with their mask policy. After providing assurance. Okay, all right, let's play the video, though. The incident was filmed by conservative activist and lawyer Chris Ann Hall, who named the passenger as Philip Ndithan. She said he was traveling as a member of her party en route to Amarillo, Texas, and claimed he was targeted by airline staff because he was wearing a Black Voices for Trump hat and a Trump 2020 mask. He's literally got food in his hands. Holy shit.
They said if I'm actively eating, I really does not want you on this flight. They brought the plane back on the gate. I'm not going to delay another 3 people to argue this with you. Are you serious? I literally am eating.
So we're not allowed to eat with our masks off? Is that what you're saying?
Am I not allowed to have my mask off? You need to come off this aircraft. You're being denied 25.
Holy shit. Okay, I thought that was a setup, but like...
Isn't that guy right there not wearing his mask?
For what though? I complied. I put it on after they asked me to.
Isn't it procedure? Isn't it policy that he can wear his mask? He can take off his mask? No, I'm sorry. I'm his legal counsel. Is it not your policy?
He's not wearing his mask either.
Take off his mask.
I'm wearing the mask. We're not talking about taking the mask on. We're talking about being I put on the mask. We'll discuss that in the jet. What am I going to do?
Coordinator, we're going to have a uplift on 35. We can treat it 35.
You have to be somewhere that like literally turn on.
But the thing about it is, right now, if you're not going on this airplane, the crew has denied you boarding. I wasn't here. The crew has said no.
So you're just going on hearsay and violating Southwest policy then, right?
What am I supposed to do then?
I'm not out of the jet. Wait, we'll talk about it. You go and get your belongings.
He has food in his hands, right? The guy sitting next to him is like, just put your mask on, right? So he goes to pull it back up. And he's like, nope, you're being denied entry by the flight staff. They don't want you on this flight. I'm like, dude, are you? I mean, yeah, it's pretty clear. It's because he had a Trump mask. His hat also pro-Trump as well. But like, yeah, I think that guy should sue. I mean, the problem is Southwest policy. Like, because guys, I was just taking a ton of flights. They give you food during the flight. You're allowed to take food onto the airplane. They allow you to eat on these flights. It's not like they say you can't take food onto the flight. It's not like they say that you cannot eat on the flight. It's not like they say you can only eat at a specific time, right? But that is ridiculous. That is really ridiculous. If someone's got food in their hands and you're telling them put your mask on, that's ridiculous. Are you not allowed to eat on Southwest? No, you are. They give you food to eat, man. They give you like...
That guy right there had his mask off too.
Yeah. Holy shit. Hey, John. How you doing, buddy?
Toy bounty hunters?
Yeah, he's here. Should have pulled the race car. Would have been the perfect opportunity to. New rules. You must force food through mask. That's ridiculous. Holy shit.
Can you tell us the policy that prevents him from taking his mask off while he's eating, please?
I was not here or present. The crew has denied.
Okay, but you're seeing him with eating. So please tell me the policy. Tell the crew to tell me the policy that says he cannot eat with his mask off.
Or I'll call the police and have him.
This the hat.
It's the hat. It's the hat and the mask. It's not the eating. I fly 3 times a week.
Here's the deal. I haven't really done anything, so. But you're being denied boarding by the crew. The crew is not going to take you. On these
The thing I like is this guy who says, like, I wasn't around, I wasn't here, I don't know what's going on, but the crew doesn't want to board Gentry. Well, then have the fucking crew who's sitting there saying he has to wear a mask as he's fucking eating come up and state that, right? Like, they're just like, they're all like standing at the front of the plane avoiding this guy and sending the white dude to kick the black guy off the flight.
He's got a Trump hat on. I think I'm not going to be comfortable flying the plane until that guy is off. So can you just like figure out something to kick him off for? That's what I'm getting out of this.
I don't know, man. Like, oh, dude. Yep, hat and mask. I mean, dude, it's so obvious. It's so obvious. Oh, a friend of mine who's a BLM supporter posted this on Snapchat and called this oppression to the African-American people, but deleted once he knew they supported Trump. You know this man is complying and the flight attendant is being so aggressive. I mean, dude. The thing is, the moment she identified herself as his legal counsel, you'd think that they would stop and pump the brakes on it, but like, man. My Southwest wouldn't let my friend 2 girls on the plane because they were wearing leggings, 2- and 3-year-old girls. She had to put dresses on over their outfits to be able to board. The fuck? Like leggings? Weird. I don't know, man. That's weird. That is weird. Dude, but what the hell? Like, you can't... I'm like trying to get like something where one of the crew members shows up and says like, no, sir, we told you to put your mask on. You absolutely refused. You sat down, you took your mask off. But like, he's not being aggressive at all with these people.
What'd you say?
I said, I'll go with him. Yeah, but you guys are going on the mask on. I'll go with him. I'll go with him. You have anything in your something like that.
So, can you clarify for us? Are we not allowed to take our masks off to eat on this plane? Can you please clarify? Are not allowed to take our masks off to eat on this plane or not?
Listen to the flight crew and follow their instructions.
So, are you going to tell us that we can take our masks off to eat on the plane? See, he did cooperate. Here you go. Say that again.
He put his mask on. He took it off when he started eating the nuts. That was it. I was sitting right here.
So
it's not a publicity
stunt. It's trying to make you follow policy indiscriminately and impartially. Okay? So do you follow your policy indiscriminately and impartially, or do you just do this for people whose message you don't like?
Is this for the podcast? No, it's no podcast.
There's no podcast.
What?
Okay? So this is the point.
What if
Are you going to give us a message that says we can take our mask off when we eat? Yeah, and that's what they said in Germany too, right? Just comply. Thank you very much for showing us who you are.
So I wonder what they said to him there.
I couldn't see what it said.
So get off my plane, you dirty
I know,
Trump
right?
supporter.
Like, what the hell?
What'd you say? You're going with them too? I need your help. You can stay with me. For this event, the event's coming up.
I can't go with him.
No, I want you to stay with me. Please.
Bro, you know what I would
Let's all
do?
go
Like,
with
honestly, I kind of feel like if I was there, I'd just start standing up and coughing everywhere.
I mean, that would probably work. They might actually detain
Yeah, no, here's the thing. That would cancel their flight entirely. And Southwest would have to refund every single passenger.
But what if someone was like going to see their grandma for the last time before they die? Now they can't, and then they die because you did that.
And
no,
here's my problem.
The other people on the plane.
No. Here's the thing, Steve. No, Steve. Here's my problem with this shit. Right? You have somebody, right, who is flat out stating that he was wearing his mask when he sat down. He pulled his mask down to start eating. And the flight crew demanded he be removed from the flight, right? That's just wrong. That is wrong on every single level. You have someone who's not with that group, who's making the statement, I saw him sit down with his mask on. He took his mask off to eat. Southwest Airlines policy is that you can remove your mask if you are going to eat. There's no policy telling you have to put your mask on and force it underneath. Like, that doesn't make any sense. They allow you to bring food on the flight. If they don't want you doing it, they would ban you from bringing food onto the flight. So if they're going to sit there and you have people literally just going, just get off the plane so we can go, I would straight up, I mean, I would just.
You would get off the plane.
Yeah, I fucking would.
I know.
Yeah, you know me.
You would get off. You're not causing no scene.
Oh, baby. There was already a scene being caused.
I just jumped in.
No, people can't see you, baby. But like, no, I don't like stuff like that. I really don't.
Don't talk to me. I'm not here.
No, fine. But like, I hate.
Jess? Why?
No.
Like
She's there's a reason why she can't be on camera right now, Steve.
Okay. I'm saying she can talk. What do you mean?
She doesn't want to. She doesn't want me talking to her.
Okay.
She's here to distract me. Yeah, you're very distracting, baby. Okay, hold on. But my issue is, right, there are rules, there are policies. You're going to throw somebody off a flight because you just don't like them, right? No, I mean, I kind of feel like if I was there, I would start to feel really anxious. And when I get really anxious, I start to cough uncontrollably.
For reals?
Oh, totally.
Or this is just something you would develop on the spot.
No. I mean, this is for realsies. I would suddenly get super anxious. And when I get anxious, I get all choked up and I start to cough uncontrollably.
Okay. That's what happened. I mean, what if it wasn't COVID? What would you do?
It might not be COVID.
I guess
you
it
know
wouldn't
what?
really apply. Then there wouldn't be any masks.
You know what? For the safety of all the passengers, everybody who wanted to sit down and keep their mouth shut and say, just get off the plane so I can go home. Just get off the plane. Fucking say something, you fucking cowardly fucking wince. Don't sit there and say like, oh, are you doing this for a podcast? Oh, this is the total setup. Like, you have somebody else who's not with the group stating that he did nothing wrong, that he sat down wearing his mask, and the moment he pulled his mask down, he was to eat. Like, I'm not going to sit there and go like, oh, well, you got to think of everybody on the flight. Well, what about that guy? They're all looking at him like, oh, this is such a, just take him away. Take him away. Like the fucking white lady is sitting there telling the other white dude to remove the black guy from the flight.
No, okay, I agree. The other people on the flight should have stood up more. I'm saying if I was the guy being told to get off the plane, I would get off the plane because I don't want the other people missing their flight. But if I was another passenger, I'd be like, yeah, this is some fucked up shit. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
And it's good that other people wanted to leave with him and be like, I don't even want to be on this fucking airline that doesn't allow people, like, it seems pretty discriminatory. Because, like, there's another guy who doesn't have his mask on, he's eating, that doesn't matter, but this guy, fuck that.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, it's such a fucking joke. It is such a fucking joke. Like, you know, if you see something, say something.
Yeah.
You know, but to, like, sit there and act like this guy did something wrong, you know, because you want to get on with your flight, so you're just going to allow the crew to kick him off. I would sit there and, hey, as they're dragging me off, like I said, I get super anxious right in front of the crew. I get super anxious right in front of the crew. And when I get super anxious, I just choke up uncontrollably. I'll have to grab something or someone nearby for support. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? That's just me. That is a medical condition of mine that you have no right to ask me to prove, right? And I think it's better for everyone if we all remain calm and you just don't be fucking dicks. But if you want to be fucking dicks, I might have this anxious reaction of uncontrollable coughing over everybody. And I'll have to grab onto anyone and everyone nearby me to keep myself up because I might fall down and injure myself.
Seems like you thought about this a lot, Crow, in case this happens.
I'm just giving my honest opinion after watching that video. If I was in that situation, I would be so uncomfortable. And when I'm uncomfortable, I'm very anxious. I mean, Steve, like, honestly, I look at that and I just think, like, everything I see there is just so fucking wrong. And to treat somebody like they're trash like that, it's just disgusting. It's so fucking disgusting. To act like he's being removed for the mask, it's clearly not that, right? And again, I would say, like, at first when I looked at it, I was like, maybe it's just a setup. Maybe he was, like, refusing to wear his mask the entire time. And then when they started filming, he, like, pulled it up really quick. Like, dude's got food in his hands, and the lady who's sitting behind them is saying, like, flat out, no. He had his mask on until he wanted to eat. And when he started to eat, they immediately showed up with somebody to remove him from the flight.
Well, that's why the lady. It's a good thing that she said something, because I don't like the other person. It's like, just for a podcast. That was some dumbass shit.
And it's like they got him another flight because he said, yeah, comply with the mask policy. He was saying that on the plane, right? He was saying it on the plane. I'm being serious. Like, I would have this terrible reaction where I would start to cough uncontrollably. Sit my ass down in the state for like a day or two, fucking do the COVID test, get a rental car, drive across state line, go fuck yourselves, man. Like, honestly. Kai, according to an article I read earlier, it did say there were 2 female African-American flight attendants on board as well. I mean, like, just that is so embarrassing. That really is. Just fuck those people altogether to hell and fucking back. You awful, disgusting people. Yeah, they were legit vouching for him. I mean, that's the thing. He was there with other people, but people that were not with his group were vouching that he had done nothing wrong. But it was the flight crew refusing to fly unless he was removed from the flight. So this is not the guy. This is not the group. It's literally the flight attendants refusing to provide service because they don't like who the guy is or what his ideology is. Because he's a black guy who supports Trump. I mean, everyone can play that game now. Everyone can find a way to play that game. And I guarantee you, right? If you want to have a potential COVID outbreak on your plane, potential, because I'm telling you right now, I don't have COVID. I just have these uncontrollable fits of coughing when I'm anxious and uncomfortable. Uncontrollable. I can barely stand. Have to grab everything I can nearby me. Want to play those fucking games with people. Oh, man. I don't know what you want me to say, but like, it is so fucking absurd. It is so absurd. Yeah, it's not about race here. It's about politics. Yeah, it totally is. It completely is. Jesus, man, I'm actually frustrated by that. Like, dude. Okay, so.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Crow? What are we gonna do about it?
I mean, sorry.
Oh no.
I know, it's a little difficult. My bad. I'm trying to see if like they say anything. Okay, hold on. Video showed the man holding a bag of mixed dried fruit and nuts while wearing a mask under his chin. He could be heard telling a member of the Southwest Airlines crew that he was not wearing the face covering over his nose and mouth because he was eating. In a statement, Chris Maines, a spokesperson for Southwest Airlines, told Newsweek, "Our report indicates that a customer traveling on Flight 2632 with scheduled service from Tampa to Dallas was asked repeatedly by more than one employee at different times to wear a face mask. According to the passenger, that is a lie. The customer did not comply with our crew's multiple verbal requests, including while boarding the flight to be before seated. According to the passengers, that is a lie." I don't hear other passengers jumping in to say, no, he's lying. You're a liar, sir. You're a liar. You think if this guy was causing a scene like that before this happened, one of these people on the flight would have just jumped and said, dude, you're a fucking liar. You weren't wearing your mask. You're making a scene for everybody. Just get off the damn flight. Not a single passenger is out there calling this guy out, but you have passengers jumping in to say he did nothing wrong. Yeah, I call fucking bullshit. That dude should sue that fucking airline. No joke. Absolutely no joke. You have a witness stating he did nothing wrong. You have the crew who doesn't actually want to speak up. Right? None of them wants to call this guy out and say, like, dude, if you just put on your mask, it wouldn't be an issue. None of that. They sent over someone who was not involved in any way, shape, or form to tell this guy to get off the flight. Ah, man. Ah, dude. I feel the same way, Crow. I'm rigged with impotent outrage at the unfairness of it. I mean, like, dude, I just... I'm still reading the article here. I'll pull it up just so you guys see me reading through it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think, right? I'm trying to think, but if these people want to do this whole morality thing where they get to decide who they service and who they don't based on political beliefs, every single person on the planet can play this game, and some of us can play it dirtier than others. Just saying. I know that there are other people who will do some truly awful things if they see something bad happen to someone else, just to really, what goes around fucking comes around. Karma's a bitch and you all fucking deserve it. The customer did not comply with our crew's multiple verbal requests, including while boarding the flight before seated. Therefore, the decision was made to return to the gate and reaccommodate him on a later flight to his final destination after receiving assurances he would comply with our face cover. He said it on the flight that he would comply. He said on the flight he would comply. We regret the inconvenience situation. Yeah, fuck you. But our crew must uphold the... No, they didn't. They did not uphold the well-being and comfort of all their passengers. Our policy clearly states we require all customers over the age of 2 to wear a face covering or face mask while traveling. Not if you're eating. We communicate this policy to all customers in multiple touch points throughout the travel journey, including during booking. They give you things to drink on the flight. They give you food to eat on the flight. This is a flat-out fucking lie. That flight crew is garbage. They are trash fucking people.
The whole airline is.
Huh?
The whole airline is. Because the airline has to fucking support, like, it came from higher up now. Like, I'm sure that they didn't go to the manager after and be like, by the way, I just didn't like this guy, so I kicked him off the plane. You know what I mean? Like, they
no, you know what I think it... honestly, what I think it was? He probably said, he probably tried to get onto the flight, not wearing the mask. Someone probably said something to him. Maybe he gave him lip. Maybe he didn't. But he pulled the mask up. They saw the Trump shit. And they were just already at their wits' end with the dude. So he gets on the flight. The moment the mask came down, they demanded he be thrown off. They said, we're not going to fly with that passenger. Okay. I'll be clear, man. I'll be clear. If I was being removed from a flight under those exact same circumstances, I don't wear political clothing, right? I think the only shirt that I have that embraces any sort of political belief is the one that I have that says Mike Bloomberg is a racist, because Mike Bloomberg is a racist, right? But I'm being serious. Like,
that is.
He's the former mayor of New York, and he is awful. He's an awful piece of trash.
Joey
he literally
Salads for mayor of New York. Everyone go vote for Joey Salads.
I mean, compared to Bloomberg, yeah. Actually, compared to de Blasio too. But and I'm not really. I'm like, I don't really like Joey Salads at all. Like,
Okay,
so
well,
he
like,
makes,
no, obviously
he
not.
makes some.
I just mean,
yeah,
like, he'd be a good politician.
I mean, maybe he did piss in his own mouth, so that he's already kind of got that going in his favor.
Yeah.
But like, I look at this and I'm just, you know, it's so clear. It is so blatantly obvious what these people are doing here, right? So if I had to put myself in that circumstance, I would be anxious and uncomfortable, and I might just have a choking fit. And that would just be awful. It is truly an awful thing to go through. And I would hate to have this choking fit in the middle of a flight because I'm anxious and uncomfortable with people harassing me, with the flight crew harassing me. Because that's what that was. That was fucking harassment. He should absolutely sue that airline. Just say, that's not true. That's not true. And they go, well, no, we told him. He goes, that's not true. I sat down. I was eating. I pulled my mask down. There's a witness on camera who was not with me, who states that she saw me. And what's the flight crew going to do? Just say, no. We swear. And then you're going to have a video with this guy who's got food in his hands being told to leave the flight because he won't wear a mask. And then when he tries to put the mask on, them saying, no, it's too late. You need to leave. Yeah, man. Yep. That is just so dumb. That is so fucking dumb. That dude should be irate and just fucking stick it to him. You know, if that woman is really his legal counsel, she should take it to him. She absolutely should. Because I guarantee you right now, if that guy starts a GoFundMe, says, I need help so that I can sue Southwest Airlines for removing me from a flight because I support Donald Trump, he's going to get money. He's going to get money, and people are going to want to see Southwest pay up big time. And they're going to want those employees fired. They're going to want to get all that stuff done because what they did was grossly inappropriate. Like, what if he was, remember what you said? What if someone on the flight's going to go see their grandma who's dying? What if that guy was on the way to see his dying grandmother? And they refused to let him onto the flight.
It's a bad airline.
Yeah, no. Sue him. I'm not kidding. You have the right to just throw someone off because you don't like them.
Dude, if he has the means to sue him, he should fucking sue him. I'm sure that like this has happened to other people before and just no one filmed it, you know? I don't know about like specifically the mask and Trump thing, but people being thrown off airplanes for stupid reasons all the time. You always see videos like that. It's retarded. I mean, it's remedial. I haven't said that word in a while.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like, I was on a flight, right? And I was asleep. And the mask I was wearing, like, slipped down. And it like, stopped covering my nose. And they woke me up and they asked me to pull it back up, right? And I did. I was also on the flight. And they handed us out water. And they handed us out a snack. It was like a 2-hour flight. And I drank my water. I didn't eat my snack. But I had my mask down as I was drinking. And nobody said shit. I mean, the entire story there just makes literally no fucking sense. If this guy was being irate and causing a scene and refusing to wear a mask, I'm sure, I am 100% positive, any of those passengers would have spoken up and said, dude, you weren't wearing a mask. You're lying. This is a setup. Just leave the flight. I need to go home. Right?
Yeah.
Because they don't want to be part of some sort of fucking stunt. They don't. But you got this one idiot going like, is this some political stunt? He doesn't know what's going on either.
All I know is some guy in a Trump hat's being kicked off the plane.
Yeah.
For doing what everyone else is doing.
Let's be very clear, though. More than anything, this is the important thing, more than anything. If this guy was really refusing to comply with their mask policy and they removed him from the flight, Southwest would not give him a free flight somewhere else. They wouldn't do it. They would not do it. They would not do it. They would make him pay money. Might give him a discount, but they were not going to let him fly for free if he was the one at fault. These people are full of fucking shit. 100%. And I would hate to be on a plane with that fucking flight crew. Seriously, fuck those people. Seriously, fuck those people. Like, honestly, like, Stevel.
True.
I gotta thank Geeky for Geeky. Thank you for referring that story to me because I'm blown away by that. That's insane.
Got an extra 14 minutes out of the stream with that
man.
that interaction.
It's very upsetting, honestly.
Can I tell them what you told me last night? You were like, I can't stream for very long because my collarbone's burning. And then you come and you stream longer than I think you streamed.
I'm actually
like a month or two.
I'm cycling my pain meds because last night when I took them both at the same time, I became extremely drowsy. Like, so towards the end of the stream, I do apologize for the people watching. I was really having trouble staying awake. So I took my I took one pain med before we started, and I took another one about 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes ago. And so it's starting to kick in, but I was functioning for like 2 hours last night, and I was having trouble keeping my eyes open.
So you forgot the whole last hour? We streamed for like 3 hours last night, I'm pretty sure. Definitely over 2.5.
No. Yeah. But dude, if you watch that stream for last night, because I did watch it, you can tell there's a point where yeah. But you can tell there's a point where I'm falling asleep. So I felt really bad. So I'm cycling the pain meds around. So I'm not taking both at the same time. That way I can actually function for you guys. Yeah, Southwest is going to be sued big time. If he was at fault, he'd be put on the no-fly list. Something, right? I'm like, Southwest would not fly that guy for free if he was literally causing a scene and refusing to comply with their mask policy, period. The idea that, oh, well, now he said he would, so we're like, no. You guys fucked up. And I guarantee you, when this guy sues you, takes you to court, he's going to bring that up. He's going to say, look, they gave me a flight for free because they said I was complying with their mask policy. They wouldn't have let me fly for free if I was making a scene and refusing to comply. I'm on video, right? They asked me to leave while I was eating food. He can claim discrimination. He can claim anything he wants to claim because it's so clear cut that what they did was wrong. Based on the fact that they let him fly for free, you know what they did was wrong, and they know what they did was wrong. They know what they did was wrong. Now, here's the thing. They're going to say that because they gave him another flight, there were no damages. Doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. He can claim emotional distress. He can say whatever the fuck he wants about you people. You disgusting fucking cretins. All airlines insisting passengers wear a mask as soon as they step into the airport and to keep it on throughout the travel journey, except to be removed to drink or eat. Yep. And that's the thing, though. That's the thing, right? When you go to the airport, you're supposed to wear your mask inside the terminal, but they allow you to buy food. Nobody is eating like this with a fucking mask on. These people are so dumb. I swear to God. Dumb fucking people. Just absolutely fucking dumbasses. That anyone is going to actually believe that shit. And then I can say, well, he's a Trump supporter, so he's a piece of shit, he's a liar. Yeah, man. The video contradicts that. The fact that no passenger is coming out to side with the crew. The only passenger who's saying anything is one lady saying, can you just get off the plane so I can go home? Nah, fuck you, Karen. Sit your goddamn ass down. Why don't you speak the fuck up? You ratchet old bitch. Fuck, man. Ratchet. And the fucking guy going like, is this a stunt? Is this a stunt? Dude. Gee, fuck, man. That is right off their policy, so this man can call discrimination. Southwest has no defense with that video. The thing is, the guy who's throwing him off the flight isn't arguing with him that he's lying. He's saying that the crew is refusing to fly with him on the flight. And he said it multiple times throughout that video. He can claim discrimination. He absolutely can, because they are treating him differently than they are treating the other passengers. In fact, one of the guys in that video can be seen. He took his mask off to like scratch his nose. It was down. I don't know for what reason, but nobody's speaking to him. I don't see the crew saying like, hey, put your mask on, sir. Nothing. I mean, you know, Southwest knew that they fucked that up big time.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, Steve. Like, how do you feel about it? Honestly, do you think it's okay?
I don't think it's okay.
So,
I can't
if it
be
was
prerogative at it, but I'm definitely not for it. I think it's crazy. You know.
So, if that was you in that situation, would you just get up and leave without saying anything?
Without saying anything? No, I'd argue with him, and then when I understood that it's not getting anywhere, I'd be like, okay, this is dumb, so I'm out, and I'm never flying with your thing again. And then I would make a video probably being like, never fly with this fucking airline, and then yeah, I don't know. It depends on what I'm doing, right? Like, I'm trying to think of a scenario where I would so desperately need to get to my destination that I would cause like a fit. And I just don't care about life anymore. I mean, enough to do something like that, I guess. Maybe if I was younger, maybe if I was like 10 years younger and like I really wanted to see this band or something, I would go a bit crazy, but I just don't care anymore.
Steve, here's the thing. That's the Canadian in you. And you need that American spirit where you don't want to be fucking stepped on by somebody else.
The other thing too is like I'm never gonna take a plane. Like, okay, I'm gonna have to take a plane a couple times in my life, but it's not something I like do on a regular basis. If it was something I did on a regular basis, I'd probably be more pissed. Because like if the bus driver did that to me or something, or an Uber driver, I'd be like, this is the most stupidest thing I've ever heard. Maybe it's because I don't take airplanes that I'm like more like I wouldn't be comfortable enough to, I guess. I don't know what would happen to me. Isn't there like airport jail?
Maybe.
Like there's like, I think there's airport jail. I don't fucking know.
So, Steve, final question before we go home tonight.
This is a bagel question?
No, why would it be a bagel question?
I don't know. We used to talk about bagels at the end.
We did used to talk about bagels. No, real question though. Did you ever find a way to make it to the United States?
Did I find a way to? I mean, I'm gonna have to go on a plane to go to the United States.
Yeah, but like, can you come here for Halloween?
I'm trying to get here before Halloween. Like my thing was supposed to be in the mail 4 days ago. So I'm just as soon as I get
come to our do you want to come to our Halloween house party?
Ooh. If I okay, after the stream, tell me where you live again. Like what state?
The state of Indiana. It's on my Twitter. It's not private.
Okay. How far is that from Washington?
Pretty far. You're gonna actually have to fly here.
Oh my goodness.
But you can spend the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna make me bankrupt. But like no, okay. As soon as I get my passport, then we can figure something out, because that would be amazing. And we can get super high and you can show me what a rig is like.
Done.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Washington to Indiana is about 2,000 miles. Grim, well, hold on, Grim. I got to highlight this. I'm sorry. Washington to Indian is about 2,000 miles. Racist and offensive. They're called Native Americans. You asshole. I have a bagel question. Phoebes, what's your bagel question? I need to know what the bagel question is, Phoebes.
Just gonna leave us hanging? You can't do that.
Yeah, Grim says that they do have a holding area. That is true. Like, you don't need to get into a fight with these people, but like, you just, I'm just saying, like, if you want to stick it to them and they're fucking playing those games, you can. You actually can.
He should have handcuffed himself to the chair.
Right?
That's one way.
Well, I mean,
they wouldn't take off on the plane, and it'd be like it turned into a protest or some shit.
I mean, look, that guy's a big guy, and he could just look at the guy and go like, look, you don't want me to eat on your plane? I won't eat on your plane. Okay? I'll put on my mask, go on your plane. You want to like, oh, you're not going to? Okay. And then you know what I would have done? Dead weight.
Well, yeah, they're gonna need at least 3 people to lift that guy, right?
Yep.
And it's an awkward, tight space. It's gonna be more of a pain for them. I remember seeing something like that actually. Some guy did that once. He was just like, they're like, you can't be on this plane. It's like, why can't I be on the plane? It's like, yeah, there's not enough. I don't know, man. We overbooked the plane or something, so we gave your ticket to this guy. It's like, I'm not getting off this plane. He's like, yes, you are. And then they had to drag him off.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay.
It's fun times.
America. Yeah, don't say anything. Seriously, don't say anything. Put your mask on. Don't say anything. Dead weight. Because at that point, like, they want to make a scene. They want to fucking stick it to you. They want to prove a fucking point. They want to lord shit over you. I say, like, you know what? Fucking let them have it. You're not going to win by, like, being quiet around these people because they will be irate. They will make everyone else suffer to stick it to you, right? It's like if they don't get what they want, they'll threaten to quit their jobs, right? Because they don't care, because they don't need the money. Say fucking stick it to them. Let them fucking have it. I mean, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do with these people. They're rude, they're mean, they're nasty. They treat people like crap. I don't know, but like that shit. Dude, I hate that shit. I hate it so much.
I don't like lox. That's that salmon shit. Salmon shit on bagels. No lox. I like herb and garlic cream cheese, but I don't like strawberry cream cheese or like any fruity cream cheese. That's some weird shit. Why is there fruit in my cheese? That's what I say.
I mean, so let me throw my hat in the ring there. Lox bagels are delicious. It's salmon, cream cheese, and fucking capers, which are amazing. As far as regular cream cheese versus flavored cream cheese, if it's a berry flavor like strawberry or blueberry.
Why do you like fruits in your cheese?
Have you never had strawberry cream cheese?
I don't think so. I used to work at Tim Hortons like back when I was a young lad, and I think I tried it once, and I was like, "This is gross." Is it?
So
I don't think anyone's this lad here.
So no, I said that was very Canadian of you.
Yeah, no, I don't know anyone who says lad in Canada.
That's a Canadian thing. I know. It's kind of like how you keep trying to tell me that your bacon is just like normal bacon when everybody knows it's fucking ham.
It is. And then there was something else too that I was like, nah, this isn't how it is. I can't remember what it was though. But yeah, we have normal bacon and what was the other thing? Not the cheese. I can't remember. Your rockets are weird though. You got oh wait, no, you don't have rockets, you have Smarties. That's why. Yeah, your rockets are weird because you call them Smarties. And then Smarties isn't chocolate, it's supposed to be. Anyways, America's weird. And I'm just gonna have to assimilate eventually. You look like you're dying, Crow. What's going on?
I'm picking up my scab.
Don't do that.
Wait, hold on. We're not done with this stream. Let's revitalize it, because there's another topic I want to talk about.
Okay. What's the other one?
It's this story about how a Black Trump supporter was kicked off a plane.
You're serious? Oh no, Crow. We just went over this.
Someone's complaining about the headline from Newsweek because it's like he was kicked off for not wearing a mask, but like in the video, that's really in question. But apparently people are talking about it, but that's not what I want to talk about. Okay.
Okay. What did you want to talk about?
There is a more pressing matter, and it was in the Explore tab earlier. Why is Fire Chuck Todd trending?
I don't know who Chuck Todd is either. I don't know any of these people.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. So there's actually a few things I want to talk about, but there was a story that the New York Times ran that was defending the Antifa guy that shot that Trump supporter.
Okay.
So I want to talk about that one. So I'm just highlight these next 3 stories, and we'll try to get them out quick. First off, why the fuck is Fire Chuck Todd trending?
We're doing 3 more stories? Is that what you just said?
Yeah. Hold on. Dear at NBC News, fire Chuck Todd and hire the qualified woman to do the job he is not qualified for. Well, that's sexist. Why would you fire a man just so you can hire a woman? That's sexist. Hire at Maddow for his position. Why? Is she? Oh, dude. Chuck Todd needs to go like yesterday. At MSNBC, you do realize you're going to alienate most of your core audience, right? Hey, at NBC News, remember James Comey's last minute of idiocy in 2016? You want to be the media version of that? Also fire Chuck Todd. What? Here's what you should know about the backlash NBC is currently facing on social media. Oh! Dude, did you hear about this?
No.
Okay, so because the debates got canceled, both candidates are doing a town hall debate, okay? ABC scheduled their town hall with Joe Biden. So NBC News got Donald Trump to do a town hall with them. And so they're super fucking pissed off that NBC News would dare host a town hall at the same time Biden is doing his town hall. So like I saw that earlier today and I was like, well, why do you care? Joe Biden has the support of literally like everyone in the nation, and Joe Biden is going to win in a landslide. So obviously everybody's going to tune in to watch Joe Biden's town hall, not Donald Trump's, right? So why would you care? Wouldn't it be such a power move when Joe Biden's town hall like dwarfs Trump's town hall in ratings and they're going on at the same time? Like, you know, like I hate to say it, like that was a power move by Trump. But I guess NBC News is like pissed. NBC News has like pissed off everyone on the left, and everyone on the right is just laughing at it because you all know what's going to happen now. Trump's town hall is going to dwarf Biden's town hall. Oh, man. I just, wow. Politics are petty. They call it shite. Yeah. Let me guess, pronoun using weirdos making this trend. Damn geeky. Do you call Canadian bacon in Canada?
No, we call it.
He calls it actual bacon.
No,
that's what they call it in Canada.
Bacon.
It's actual bacon.
No.
Actual bacon.
No,
okay.
You guys in America are are culturally ignorant when it comes to Canadian bacon. Did we call? I'm trying to think of it. I already lost it. Go, Crow. Go to the next topic.
Dude, this is such a funny thing. They're all pissed off. Like, I don't like Chuck Todd either, right? But they're oh man, it's so funny. Man. Oh man. So I wonder when the town halls are gonna actually be. Because I can't believe that. That's actually hilarious. But they're saying because Chuck Todd is responsible for, since he's the political director, he's responsible for doing it. I'm sure Trump said, the only way I'll go on your network is if you do it at the same time Biden's doing it. Like, what are they going to say? Like, no? Like, no, man. They want the views. They want the ratings. Well, welcome. That's what it's always about. These people are so fucking dumb. Boycott Savannah Guthrie, boycott NBC Town Hall. I don't get it. If you don't think Trump's going to win, if you already know everybody supports Biden, why do you care if Trump does the town hall at the same time? Obviously, Biden is going to get all the viewers. This is such a dumb thing to be upset about if you're on the left and you actually believe the garbage that comes out of your mouth. Okay, this is the other story I wanted to talk about really fast. This is Ice Cube.
I remember that ice. It's ISIS.
Yeah, it's Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. The rapper? That's Ice-T. No, there is an Ice Cube too. I don't fucking know. What is it? The person or the what is it?
The guy who was in Friday and Friday After Next and Barbershop. Okay. All right. Anyways. So here's the thing. Someone from the Trump team basically gave a shout out to Ice Cube and like thanked him, right? So people immediately freaked out and they're like, why is Trump thanking Ice Cube? Okay, facts. I put out the CWBA. Both parties contacted me. Dem said we'll address the CWBA after the election. Trump campaign made some adjustments to their plan after talking to us about the CWBA. I don't think that that's him saying, I love Donald Trump, MAGA forever. He's literally saying that both parties contacted him. Democrats said, after the election, we'll talk about it, sir. And the Trump campaign said, no, we like some of this stuff. And they adjusted their plan. They didn't adopt his plan wholeheartedly, but like, like this is not him saying like MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. He's not being fucking Kanye here. So I don't know, like, but they're pissed off, right? So like this guy, this dude here is like in every he's like in anything that has to do with Trump. David X Trump voter for Biden Weissman. And you believe Trump? I'm like, it's not about that. Both parties contact him, and only one was actually willing to make adjustments in their plan, right? The other one just said, yeah, we'll talk to you later. Just endorse us, dude. That's embarrassing. Who is Ice Cube fooling? He was a Trump supporter all along. They hear money, and that's all they go for. Malcolm warned us about black celebrities. I mean, actually, Malcolm X warned about white liberals. And who do you think is liking all this dude's tweet? Like, who do you think's liking these tweets, man? Yeah, I'm guaranteeing you got a bunch of fucking white people doing it. Fucking dumbass. I like this. Trump is not that bad. I mean, we are about to have a race war and have to wear a mask all day. But if Big Bad Biden was president, he'll raise the taxes of the rich and let Antifa and BLM win because he's going to solve the problems they protest about. Angry face, angry face, angry face. That's funny. Your CWBA didn't address reforming education, healthcare, or black women's issues. I like this. The fact that the Trump administration listed the help of a rapper versus a black scholar who studied history and policy is indicative of their lack of respect for us. Lack of respect. He put out something. He put out something. It's what he feels is important. It's what he says would help the black community. The Democrats said, oh, yeah, sounds great. We'll talk about it later. And the Trump campaign says, you know what? You have some good points on here. And they adjusted their plan. You can just like, you can say, well, Trump's a piece of shit, but at least his team is willing to talk to you and take you seriously and adjust their plans to accommodate your needs. Like, this is fucking great. Okay. I think it's sad that we as blacks can see what this man has done to divide this country and destroy the black race for years, yet not the 47-plus-year-old politician who complained about segregation, was praised by a segregationist who called his good friend, and he is only reaching out for a platinum plan to try to buy the black vote. Reparations. Every 4 years during an election year, you dumb bitch. buy the black vote. Just fuck off. My vote is not for sale. My ice cube just melted. Boy, buy. Reparations every 4 fucking years. This fucking dumb bitch, I swear to God. Brother Malcolm X speaking about Ice Cube. Hold on.
Included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a...
So
we went over this with who the hell was it? I think it was the one who did the WAP song. Fuck, what is it?
Yeah, we did.
Cardi B?
Was
it Cardi B?
We played that. Yeah. But see, that's a clip of Malcolm X talking about how white liberals will only put black people up as like token props, right? And so you have all the white liberals showing up to say, yeah, Malcolm X is right. Ice-T's a sellout. I was like, dude, Ice-T's core fan base is not white people at all, right? Like, dude, I'm just saying, like, I didn't watch Barbershop until, I met Jasmine. I didn't. I mean, I watched Friday and Friday After Next. I think, like, if you didn't watch those movies, you're just, like, out of it. But, like, I mean, dude.
I don't watch any of those, so you're like,
And people, like, I told Jasmine, like, you got people out there who are talking about how, Ice Cube is like a racer and all this shit, right? And she's just like, man, Ice Cube, that's just gonna last for like a day. These people are stupid. She goes like, it's just Twitter. It's just Twitter. I go, yeah, but I mean, that's the problem. That's what Twitter says about someone who even tacitly is in any way related to the right. So what do you do there? Now, I think that whole thing is just dumb. I really do. But there's actually more idiotic story right now. And let me see if I can get it. Because this was in the trending just a little bit ago, and I think it probably died out a little bit. But this was posted a couple days ago. And I saw it on Twitter trending today, so I did want to talk about it. So let me just switch over to the next topic. Because I think this one's really telling as far as, the New York Times and their activism goes. Yeah. Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. That guy is apparently a prop for fucking Republicans. These people are fucking dumb. They really are. They really are. So that's the guy. The dude, fuck the police coming straight from the underground. That's the one that they're saying is a prop and a token of the white man. Like, these people are so dumb. My Ice Cube just melted. But remember, all these people saying this are going to happily clap along and vote for Joe Biden, who praised a segregationist and said in the 70s that, he didn't want his white children going into a racial jungle. Yeah. I mean, just fucking, it's beyond fucking parody. I swear to God, it's beyond fucking parody. All right, let's see here. So this is from the New York Times. President Trump praised the killing of Michael Reinl as retribution after he was suspected of fatally shooting a far-right protester in Portland, Oregon. Our investigation found that the officers may have shot without warning or seeing a gun. First off, Antifa praised Michael Reinl for shooting the Trump supporter. The dude wasn't far right. He lived in Portland. He showed up for a Trump rally, Trump protest, whatever, in Portland because he lived in Portland. And on his way home, Michael Reinl stalked him with a gun, shot him. Antifa activist immediately lied about the entire situation, then praised the killing, then praised this man as a hero. It is not suspected He did it on film. He is seen stalking the victim with a gun. And he did an interview with Vice where he admitted to murdering the man. So
I remember that guy.
Exactly.
Crazy guy.
Okay, so I want you to understand, according to them, their investigation found that Officers May, immediately suck my dick, you fucking liars. Apparently your investigation didn't notice that the man was on Vice News and admitted to murdering someone. Your investigation totally missed that, but I'm supposed to believe that your investigation found that the officers may have shot him without... fuck off. Fuck the fuck off. It's a fucking joke, dude. It's a fucking joke. It's literally a fucking joke. Whoever wrote this article, like, honestly, that's just an activist. That is just an activist. That is not someone who's there to tell you the truth. That is a garbage fucking activist. And they go like, President Trump praised the killing of Michael Reinl as retribution. No. This man murdered a Trump supporter for being a Trump supporter that he stalked and killed. Then when police went to arrest him, he got into a firefight like a dumbass. I swear to God, like, he's fucking stupid. You're telling me that after this man murdered somebody and knew he was on the run, went on Vice News, admitted to being on the run, he got into his truck, parked out in the open, and peacefully waited while being armed. Yeah. There's no suspected about it. This terrorist scum murdered a conservative in cold blood. He literally did a Vice interview and admitted it. And Kyle Rittenhouse get the Kristen GoFundMe of $500,000. Yeah. Kyle Rittenhouse got chased down, right? Was literally chased down before firing after somebody else fires a gunshot, or the man who stalked a Trump supporter is seen on video hiding behind walls with his hand on his gun, shoots the man in the chest, admits to doing it. Ah, man. And it felt oddly convenient for a guy suspected of shooting a far-right extremist was shot during his arrest. The icing to this cake was when Trump praised them soon after. It seems so murky. Oh, it seems a little too murky. Well, he wasn't suspected. He admitted to the murder on camera. On camera, admitted to the murder.
But wasn't his reasoning like, I knew I was my friend, my African American friend was going to get killed, so I had to kill the guy first just because he supported Trump?
I know, right? I like this guy down here. According to a unanimous Supreme Court decision, there are many situations in which a police officer may use deadly force on a suspect who is not obviously armed. We do not have to wait for an assailant who is known to be armed and dangerous to point a gun at us. Sorry, not sorry. And look, 29 comments, you know, they're freaking out. They actually don't. If a man has shot somebody, you know him to be violent and armed, and you pull up on him, apparently, like, the thing is, their evidence for this is quite literally that somebody at the scene says the cops didn't identify themselves and they just opened fire on the guy. But I'm sitting there going, like, these people lie all the fucking time. Unless you got videos of this guy sleeping in his truck, passed out, and the cops just roll up and start open firing on him, I ain't gonna believe anything you say, especially when the New York Times, of all places, is running an article stating that he was only suspected. He admitted to the murder. Try this. President Trump praised the killing of Michael Reinl as retribution after he murdered someone and admitted to doing it. People are so dumb. Man. Crazy fucking people.
This is why Crow shouldn't check Twitter when the stream is... Stand stream, guys. Oh shit, there's 4 other stories on Twitter. All curated to get the most anger out of it.
Yeah, no. Look, there's a reason why I check Twitter, so I can be up to date. And I also want to push this stream. We're almost at 3 hours, buddy. We got this.
I
You got
know,
this.
just like the other 2 days.
I mean, look at it, though. Did feds kill? So things on New York Times site now. COVID Rona chaos. ACB, we could still knock her out. Climate change. Social media fake news. Did feds kill nice Antifa terrorist? Loving my black porn stash. Things not. Biden corruption.
What were you just reading?
Oh,
is that like a list of crazy shit?
No. This is Jim Hansen. He's saying like this is the stuff on the New York Times front page right now, and it's a little hard to see. But talking about COVID, talking about how they can still remove ACB, right? But none of the stories are related to Biden or the New York Post, or even trying to debunk the New York Post story. They're going to pretend it didn't happen. They're going to pretend that shit did not happen. You have people wanting to, you have people trying to fire Chuck Todd because Trump's doing a town hall at the same time as Joe Biden, while at the same time claiming that everybody supports Joe Biden. Then Joe Biden will get the views and Trump won't. It's that simple. They're going to say, well, we need to know what Trump is saying too. Well, then record it. You don't have to give him the view. Just record it.
Just record it. It's true.
What is this? Garrison Kyler says Roe v. Wade is not worth fighting anymore. How Joe Biden became the unlikeliest of online fundraising superstars. Not really. I mean, you have all the I hate Trump people desperately whipped up by the media into doing anything they can to support Joe Biden. I mean, it's perfectly fine, but like, you know, my thing is they claim like Trump only wants to help the rich out. I mean, this has been proven time and time again. The party of the wealthy, it's the Democrats now. They're the people that are Democrats range up in income. So if the wealthy are supporting Biden, but they're all going to talk about how they're the party of the working class, I mean, that's just not true. These people LARP everything. They pretend to be the working class. They're not. They pretend to care about minorities. They don't. They pretend to care about all these things. They never fucking do. They lie through their goddamn teeth. They're disgusting. They're fucking disgusting. We have another trending on Twitter. Mike Pence pickup lines. I'd like to make a hobby of your lobby. That's actually pretty funny. Some of these are good. I'm going to read them. Want to do some
court? A put together man, right? Like an appropriate man. So like I could picture a nice old man. What was it? Let's start a hobby in the lobby.
I'd like to make a hobby of your lobby.
Yeah. See, that's like a nice Pepperidge Farm way of hitting on someone.
That's actually, see, that's the thing. I'm going to like that one because it is actually funny. This next one, want to do some court packing? Okay. This one is just them ragging on him. Nope. I could look at you. Oh, whoops. I could look at you the way I look at Trump. I'm gonna like the ones that are funny. That one's okay. Have you ever been in a Turkish prison? Okay. Come fly with me. Oh, that's funny. Oh, they didn't carve the face in, though. I do like how the top's all white, though, like his fucking hair. See, I don't like Pence, so I'm totally cool with this. Mike Pence pickup lines, Handmaid's Tale and chill. Yeah. I mean, the Handmaid stuff is so overplayed at this point. You want to know where the vice and vice president comes from? Do you like movies about gladiators? What? Want to play doctor? I mean, actually pretty disgusting. Don't I know you from Electroshock? You know what? This wasn't a very fun trending. Never mind. That was terrible. That was awful. That was legitimately awful. New surveys suggest a close presidential race in Georgia. That seems to be it for the. Oh, whoa, hold on. Did you watch any of this stuff? Do you even care about this stuff?
Me? No, I don't know any of the political shit. I don't know anything except the big dogs like Trump, Biden, Tulsi Gabbard Tulsi Gabbard. I mean, she's pretty dope. Like, I don't know if I were to vote for anyone other than John McAfee, it'd be Tulsi Gabbard.
Okay, so I want you to understand, because I'm just going to read through a couple of these headlines that are on the ACB thing. She's a judge, right? And she says that she's following the Ruth Bader Ginsburg rule, in which, like, no hints, no nothing. She's not going to tell you how she's going to rule. She's not going to opine on anything that could come before the Supreme Court or that's currently in the process of any of the lower federal courts, right? And she said the reason why is because as a judge, she cannot just she can't be a pundit. She can't be a legal pundit. She has to take every single case objectively, right? And she doesn't want to give some sort of pundit opinion on something, have a case appear before her about what she just opined on, and immediately let the parties think that she just doesn't care, right? So every single day, every single question they've asked her is essentially, how would you rule on this? How would you rule on this? How would you rule on this? And she goes, I cannot answer that, as I explained multiple times. And what's actually interesting, right? She has no notes with her. She's literally showing up and she's correcting senators on court cases based solely off of memory. It's actually really impressive to see that. But
as long as she's not lying. But she's not lying, right?
No, she isn't. And that's the thing. If you want to verify, like, the thing is, she's corrected the senators because they'll try to, like, bait her into something. Like Cory Booker talked about how, you know, she gave this opinion and 3 of her colleagues dissented. And she's like, well, yes. And 8 others agreed with me. And these are the reasons why they did. And Cory Booker goes, so are you saying that those 3 were wrong? And she's like, no. This is a case of whether the appeals court should take it up. That's not saying that we agree or we disagree on the merits of the case. It's just, is it right for an appeal? And that's literally all it is. And she had to state that multiple times. There's another one about, like, Second Amendment rights. There was a guy convicted of a felony. It was not a violent felony. He apparently committed fraud. He was a con man. He did rip people off. I've seen people on the right try to defend it. I don't really care. But the fact of the matter is he was not a violent felon. He wasn't convicted of any sort of violent crime. And during the case, he had sued because he wanted to get his gun rights back. And so 2 of her colleagues said no. She said she dissented. She dissented with, like, a 40-page analysis, gave her opinion, gave all these legal references to it. And what it came down to was she said, well, yes, he committed a felony, but there are felonies in multiple states. It is a felony in some states to sell pigs without a license. It's a felony in other states to, like, go out and do something on Sunday. It's, like, really dumb. And she said there's nothing in the language of the law that states that it has to be, there's nothing in the language of the law, right, about it being any felony or something like that. It's a violent felony that you don't want to give the gun rights back to someone, and that's pretty much it, right? So she stated why she dissented. She said there's nothing specifically that prohibits it in the Second Amendment language that if you're convicted of a felony, you cannot own a gun ever. And because they're different things are felonies, right? It doesn't need to be violent to be considered a felony. And so during that, right, one of the senators go, well, obviously you support the Second Amendment over the right to vote. And she goes, that's not what the case was about. the language of the law, when it comes to the right to vote, states specifically, if you are convicted of a felony, you cannot have the right to vote. That's in the Constitution, right? It's in the letter of the law. There's nothing about that with the Second Amendment. And that was basically her point, right? But they tried to state that she thinks the right to own a gun supersedes the right to vote. It was dumb. And she's like literally correcting them on the languages of the case and what she stated from memory. And these senators all have their notes, right? They all have everything she said. If she said anything false, they could immediately correct her. And this lady is doing it off memory. That's impressive. It really is. But my main thing here is like, look at these headlines. Takeaways from abortion to healthcare to gay marriage. Amy Coney Barrett declined to give her personal views on issues that could come before the Supreme Court. Because she's a judge. She cannot give... She's not supposed to give her personal views on things that she could be ruling on. And so at one point, they were trying to get her to state that she would recuse herself if anything came up about the election in the Supreme Court because of something Trump had said. And she goes, well, you know, I will go through the process. And if there is an appearance of impropriety, I will speak with who could be my colleagues, the other justices, on whether or not I should recuse myself. And they keep going on about how, well, you were appointed by Trump, and so that's clear. And she goes, well, I will not state that I will recuse myself, and I will not try to get I will not get two of my other potential colleagues to recuse themselves because we were appointed by Trump. It doesn't work that way. We will have to take it and be objective, right? It didn't matter what it was. Anything she was asked specifically related to how she would rule, she basically said, I cannot answer that question based on this, this, and this. When they asked her questions about how she's ruled in the past, she defended her record. She several times corrected the senators who all have notes out, and she did it based on memory. It's really impressive. Amy Coney Barrett acknowledged on Tuesday that accepting President Trump's nomination to the Supreme Court has brought public attention, scrutiny, and criticism, but she also feels strong calls for the public. Now, this photo here, the reason why she's holding up that empty notepad is during the hearings, one of the senators asked her, hey, can you show your notes so we can see what you're reading? And she holds up a blank notepad. And the guy goes, what does that say on it? And she goes, Unite, and it's like the letterhead, and she reads United States Senate. And the senator just looks at her and goes, that's impressive. It was a really funny moment. Anyways, yeah, she's not supposed to have an opinion. Not as a justice. Not on anything that she is going to be ruling on. She has to hear the merits of any case that hits the Supreme Court and then rule based on the merits of the case, based on the letter of the law. The left is out there demanding that she say that she will do this, this, or that. And if she doesn't, then she is not worthy of being a Supreme Court justice. It doesn't work that way. They're literally talking about in those hearings how they don't want a right-wing judicial activist, while at the same time demanding that she be a left-wing judicial activist in order to be worthy of RBG's seat. It is ridiculous, and it's really embarrassing, honestly. Yeah, she went full chat on them, to be honest. I mean, Macy Hirono literally asked her, have you ever been sued for misconduct, right? And have you ever sexually assaulted anyone? And she's just like, no, Senator Hirono. It was a disgusting question. It really was. And then Hirono went on to accuse her of using gay slurs by saying the term sexual preference. It's a shit show here, Steve. Steve, it's a shit show.
Yep.
It really is.
That's politics, baby. I'm not supposed to have an opinion on them.
Yeah, you are.
As a Canadian and as a, I don't know, man. I got kicked off a stream earlier today. Not kicked off, but kind of like shunned out.
What happened?
It's nothing. It's just, it's complicated.
No. Tell the chat. Here, I'm going to highlight you to tell your story.
No, okay. No, I was just like, yeah, Trump's kind of a cool guy, you know. And I think if anyone were to do something shady, it'd probably be Biden. But I shouldn't have said that. Oh, I also said that I love capitalism and socialism. I didn't say anything bad about socialism. I just said I like capitalism. And then,
Wait, who kicked you off the stream?
I didn't get kicked off. It just kind of ended, and then I couldn't get back on. So I was like, I'll just fuck it.
Who did it?
I'm not gonna say who did it because I'm not looking to start any fights. If you want to start fights, we could talk about Sammy because he's been pissing me off a lot. But I'm not gonna.
Well, we'll talk about Sammy, but I want to know who kicked my beautiful Canadian brother off a stream.
No one. I can tell you the person who got angry. I don't even know like who they actually are.
I don't care. I want to know.
Person.
Who was it? What channel was it?
I can show you. It wasn't even on YouTube. It was on Periscope. It's all good. It's all good.
Did it?
No one did it. No one.
Who did it?
I can show you after.
I want to know now. I demand to know.
No, you're not allowed to know.
Sir, I want to know, and I will back you up. No. I'll back you up. I'll back you up. Just tell him that you have a Palestinian friend, and you need to give voice to the oppressed.
The oppressed Palestinian Trump supporters.
I mean, yeah, we're the most oppressed people in all of society. It's true. We have no country.
Do you
except
not?
for the United States, which is awesome. But yeah. Tell me what happened, buddy.
No,
I'm honestly sad.
No, don't be sad. I didn't get like legit kicked off. I was just like losing this person viewers because I'm evil or something. So, it'd be like you probably do lose viewers having me on, but like it'd be like if you lost
I don't care.
noticeable viewers with me on, like people being like, "Yo, fuck this Steve guy, I'm out. He's remedial and he's lying about his internet speeds."
Okay, yeah, no, you're right about that, actually. Okay, well, guys, we're done for the night. I'm sorry, I've been like picking this scab. It's like almost off my hand now. And it just feels like super itchy and irritating. I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. I really do appreciate it. Steve appreciates it.
I always appreciate all of you.
We'll save the Sammy stuff for Sunday. We'll laugh about it.
Yeah, there's probably gonna be more by Sunday. I mean,
probably.
He's really pissing me off now. That's why.
Why?
Because he's like calling the international police on me, and he's saying crazy shit like that. I keep young boys up past their bedtimes and they're failing at school because of me, and I pay them to come on my podcast that doesn't exist. Did you know I had a podcast? I didn't know I had a fucking podcast.
I didn't. Why am I not invited to your podcast?
Well, you can come on the stream that me and Aura did twice, but I didn't pay Aura to come on, and Aura is not 15 years old and doesn't need to go to bed early for school.
The hell, though?
And then I'm a doxer, but I think everyone already knew that, even though I'm not.
I'm so confused. Is this guy on crack or something?
Well, obviously, you saw the video with the bird.
I
said that we
funny.
smoke crack. Well, but like he's projecting, right? So he smokes the crack, and he's saying that we smoke crack, so people don't think that he smokes crack.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
We
must riot for Steve. Fuck those commies. Take care, Crow. School, what school? So online Zoom classes count, LOL. What? I mean, I act childish and I stay up late to watch the stream sometimes, but that's as close as it gets. Cat, I love you. I do, guys. Thanks for tuning into another stream. We'll be back on Sunday, but tomorrow we're going to be on Steve DeLive's channel. This is going to be a lot of fun. I don't even know what we're going to talk about.
Philip DeFranco.
Oh, right.
Yeah. You should have seen Aura's eyes light up when I said that. He got all happy. I was like, I can't do excitement. I can't fake excitement in my eyes. But it was something like, I don't know if that worked.
That was an interesting face. Make it again. Make those oogly woogly eyes at me, sir.
I gotta like really think about something I'd be excited about.
Oogly woogly.
That's all the fake excitement I got in me. Philly D is a scammer. I mean, allegedly. He's allegedly a scammer. And he was blocking people with only 2 followers, and they completely ignored him forever until I came around and was like, "You gonna take that shit from Philly D?" And he was like, "He blocked me." And then Tommy C came in and was like, "Yo, Philly D's full of shit." So I was like, "Okay, we'll do a stream on him."
Interesting.
That's how it all went down. You were getting married.
I was getting married. All right. Well, we're all done for the night, everybody. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. We will be on Steve's channel. We'll be talking about Philip DeFranco. We'll be back on Sunday. Sunday is the week mashup. So we'll be talking a little bit more about stories we touched up on today, if there's been any sort of updates in them, as well as the stuff from the rest of the week. Anything else drops in between now and then, because in 2020, every day there is something happening. Isn't that right, Steve?
Yep. Sometimes we'll be a part of it. Most of the time not, probably, but that's all right.
We'll talk about your boyfriend, Sammy. Don't worry.
No, not even that. We got bigger fish to fry than Sammy's just so, I hate him so much, man. I shouldn't even be saying this live, because like he'll be like, "See, he hates me, so he's after." I'm not after you, Sammy. I just want to. I can't say it. So, you know.
Do you have any words for Sammy?
No, because I just tried to say some words, and then I was like, hey, all these words I'm gonna say, they're gonna get clipped, and then they're gonna get sent to the international police, and I'm gonna have to deal with those dicks. So, you know, it is what it is.
Have you really had to deal with those people?
No, I mean, I don't even. I think he's lying. Hopefully, he's lying.
Steve,
but if
Steve, chill.
I got lots.
You'll be here. You'll be here in America in a little bit. It'll be nice.
Lots of juicy files on this guy doing not so kosher things with minors. So he can fuck off. He can call the international police on me all he wants.
Why don't you just call the international police on him?
Maybe I will. I don't even know there was international police. I'm not gonna.
Well, first off, they're called Interpol, and second, they don't give 2 shits about whatever the hell you think they care about.
No, I know they don't care about me at all. That's why they wouldn't care about saying what I fucking call the police on them.
I mean, if he's literally doing something illegal, then call his local police.
Like, if he's physically doing illegal things, yeah. I mean, it's like a gray area, I guess, because it's online, so you can do whatever you want online.
I mean, if he's saying like, "Oh, I'm calling the police and reporting Steve for doing this, this, and that," I mean, let him. And I'm pretty sure they're just going to say, "Stop playing Fortnite, kid. Leave us alone, and stop with your creepy ass Legos."
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. If they came to me, I'd be like, "Well, this is all the crazy shit he's done. I don't know why he's angry at me, because I said maybe don't be creepy. Just don't be creepy around me." And he got all fucking angry. You know.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's not what you said, though. Let's be clear.
I didn't say.
You told it.
I never said pedo. I never said the word. I said the word. I never called him directly a pedo.
You did say the word, though.
I said I don't like pedo shit. Or I don't play with pedo shit. You
Okay.
know?
All right, we're gonna end the stream. We're just gonna end it.
It.
We'll be announcing the sandwiches for the Patreon poll, and we will eat them the final week. The final Sunday of October is when we'll eat the sandwiches. But I have some good ideas, and essentially every sandwich right now is going to have bacon and it's going to have candies. But there's going to be a big difference. Because Steve is Canadian, he has to eat Canadian bacon on all of his sandwiches, and I will eat good old-fashioned American bacon on mine.